All right, there we go. Now I just need to figure out. Oh fuck! I should have made sure that the other one would be public before. I should just would have fixed that. I could probably do it through this means. Squeeze over here. There we go. So I have to do this first. There we go. There we go. Just wait for it to do its thing. Okay. There we go. Cool. All right. Let's do this. Edit. And then do that. There we go. Oh my god, all these notifications are going to make it impossible to save this, I think. Oh, there we go. Okay. Oh, Jesus Christ. Alright, there we go. Okay. Jesus, that took a second. Alright. Okay, there we go. Jeez Louise. Jeez Louise. Well, I can do that. I don't have to worry about it right now. Alright. Goodness gracious. We don't need that thing endlessly being bombarded with notifications. There we go. Oh, fuck it. Blah. Nice. There's some rough water's boiling yet. Ugh. See what we got working over here. This water's yet to even boil like at all. Lovely. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, this is looking immaculate. Immaculate. Still break some of this down, but luckily I think it's to a point where it's broken down enough. Whoa. There we go. I'm just gonna switch these over actually. There we go. I'll put you on low, put you on high. There we go. Hey there. Well, hello. What to do? I'm gonna open up some amazingness. Like some pork's penne, fucking garlic herb sauce of awesomeness. You just start and did part 2 because honestly, like for whatever reason, it just like died for like 10 minutes. So I was just like, well, you know what? I'll do another one. I mean, it was only like 40 minutes into it, so it's, you know, whatever. Honestly, it's probably because of how I named the damn stream. Certain things YouTube don't like when it comes to phrases, and I think having dank in the title was not approvable. But I guess talking about Mad Kings is totally fine. because I did have like kind of the starting process of what we had going on, but luckily it really like pretty much really like a third of the way there. And nothing much has been missed besides just getting this cooked down and all that fun goodness. And for the hell of it, I'm also adding this shit in here. It's just basically more onion, but that's like a little extra seasoning to it. So a little tiny baby pop of some extra stuff ain't gonna kill it. I pretty much just like already melted into this stuff. I don't even know where it went now. just slightly doing that. But at this point, I'm literally just waiting for this water to boil so I can start getting sauce going and all that. I could probably start on the sauce now, but I don't want to like jump the gun too quickly. At least with this. Let me show off what's working so far here. I'm just waiting for this because we're starting to kind of get there now that I switched them over, but here, let me even get that flash on there so you can really see the gristles. Yeah, look at that fucking shit. Oh my god. Look at steams, bubbles, all that. Yeah. That is going to be dank. Went on a night walk yesterday, saw some foxes. Nice. Hell yeah. Dude, in Portland today, at least out in here, let me make sure it still stays turned down a little bit. There we go. Not where I'm at, but way out northwest, like on the opposite end of the city for me. Dude, there's like thousands of bees swarming, dude. Even like some people's like backyards were literally like swarmed with thousands of bees and shit. Like the bees were active today, dude. It was cool. I didn't really see any over here though, but it was actually a really fucking warm day today. I started my day wearing like like a light zipper hoodie jacket and then my leather jacket I usually wear. And then this thick ass like dress shirt. Halfway through the day, I was like, fuck, I'm like hot as balls. I'm sweating. It sucks. And I like kind of need to not be sweaty and shit, so I don't, get a little stinky. So swung back over here, dropped off a few things, and then I was like, all right, go back on my shit. And then honestly, when I just decided to just wear my leather jacket instead. And after that, it was just so fucking nice. I was just like, dude, today's actually fucking like a really great day now. Now I don't feel like I'm dying of like, sweating, heat stroke and shit. I'm just like, yeah. It's dead ass. I didn't really expect it to be like legitimately like really warm today. And I know on Sunday it's supposed to be like 90 fucking degrees or some shit. I'm like, what the fuck? The summer tried to sneak in here? It's like, goddamn, bro. I did see a raccoon the other night though. I was hanging out on one of the trees when I was walking these two, and surprisingly they didn't see the raccoon. Raccoon saw me though. He was just like, what are you doing, bro? Why do you got these big beasts here? I don't like that. It's definitely checked me out for sure. I can hear my stomach grumbling. That just means that I am so ready for that shit when it's ready to go. It's gonna be so amazing. I tell you what. What am I cooking? It's like penne pork sausage with red sauce. It's like pork bolognese with penne. I guess like I don't know what you would call it. This doesn't have a specific name to it. It was initially gonna be Alfredo, but the gal that Logan's hanging out with, she's likely gonna be coming back, and I wanted to be like, hey, I want to offer her a little bit of food if she does. But she's lactose intolerant, and obviously Alfredo would be no bueno, so no mas. So I'm just like, well, I'll switch it up to a red sauce. So that's what's going on now. I just wish that water would boil already. Because goddamn. I tell you what, it needs to boil so we can get down to some quicker, better business. Summer is sneaking, summer is straight up door breaching. Yeah, it is. But at least around here, it's still kind of sneaking in. It hasn't really been like summer temps up until potentially Sunday. But yeah, it basically is door breaching that shit. It's like, climate change, open up, motherfucker! And just bust through the fucking door. It's like, good lord, dude. And also, we're likely to have like a super El Nino like coming up and shit, which is gonna fuck a lot of things. Like, it's the climate-wise, things aren't going to be looking great, especially with everything else that's going on. That is with the disruptions and shit. That's just going to make things more fucked. It's going to be fun. It's going to be enjoyable for sure. And the greatest thing ever is we're just getting started. So we had 12 degrees Celsius tomorrow, 28. Like the fuck? What the fuck? That's like what, a 14-degree jump? That's that 14-degree jump. Jesus. I don't even need to have that translated into freedom units to understand what that means. Like, goddamn. Bubbles. We has, ladies and gentlemen, bubbles. Hell yeah. All right. Let's get pasta going. Fuck yeah. Let's do it. Oh, this smells so good. Holy fuck. I had to eat that just straight up. Oh, come on. Boom. All right, where did I put that smell? There it is. Oh, fuck. Yeah, bro. Fuck yeah, dog. This is... Just kind of keep stirring this up a little bit. But now I think I'm going to start getting sauce in here now. And plus, I also have to help with some viscous thickener. Do a little cheese on that. We were going to do mozzarella, but I took a whiff of it. And I was like, oh, there's a sourness. I don't know. So I was like, nope, you're not doing that. So now we're doing that. This is just not, Italians, like, Linefield, those brothers will probably look at this and be like, half approved. And then they'll see shit like this and what I'm doing with this and shit. And they'll be like, what the fuck are you doing? Hence half approved. They probably would be like somewhat okay enough to be like, all right, we won't lynch you. But they're also going to probably be like, we might jail you. Oh my God, this is actually going to be really... This is going to be a lot. And I'm going to try to get some pasta water in both of these jars. So once this sauce comes, or the pasta comes al dente, I'm going to do that and put that in there, shake them up, and then bloop, plop them in there. And that's how I'm going to get the pasta water in here for the sauce as well. But it is, oh my God, this is so... This is going to need to be cooked down a little bit. Oh my God. Okay, before we even go further, Jesus Christ. It's like that, yeah, yeah. Logan, you need bigger pots and pans. Oh my God, I'm going to have to be really fucking careful, actually. There's so much, like... Oh, Jesus Christ, this is actually going to be fucking difficult. Oh, no. Great. I'm probably going to be making a mess now. Oh, fuck me. Okay. I'm not joking. The oils and shit literally just seeped right the fuck up as soon as I disrupted everything, and now I'm like, oh crap, what do I do here? All right, well, this is going to have to require like some pseudo fucking surgery here. I'm just gonna have to kind of gently do this, I guess, with trying to minimize any spillage. I mean, ultimately, this will be transferred into this pot, but I mean, oh shit. Okay, gotta go over here first. I was wanting to go there, but no, I can't. It's a little too much going on over there. Okay, yep. Okay, now I can go over here. All right, now we can flip. I'm unironically I'm having to do fucking surgery right now with this. This is like a little like I have to really be like careful because of all this oil and shit, bro. Like, oh my goodness, it just came out of nowhere. And I'm still gonna try to get the pot. You know what? Okay. It'll get in there, but I'm just gonna put the pasta water in here once I start mixing it. Like, yeah. This is literally at its like limits. It is literally like 99% capacity. If there was like anything more, it would be spilled. How am I not spilled a fucking drop? I got it mixed in too, and I haven't spilled a drop. Fuck yeah. Holy shit, that is honestly fucking impressive. I mean, there's like some stuff on the side, but I don't really count that. Dude, not a drop, bro. Wait, no, that's an old one. Okay, I was about to be like, damn. But yeah, dude, shit. There's some surgery to keep that all in there. That's just you getting al dente, bitch. Yeah. I get a little, like, sassy when I, like, start cooking, you know what I mean? Like, I get a little, You know what? I'm also going to be putting this after I combine everything, because that's really the only way I'm going to have to do this. This is literally at maximum capacity, pretty much. There's really no way. So at this point, it's just waiting for this pasta to do its thing. Which I'll turn down the temp on this, because it's doing really well. I could tell what the brands are just based on the fact that these two penne pastas look slightly different with color. It's just the same thing, though, but I just find it a little interesting. It's cooking up an Italian felony. I mean, I wouldn't outright call it an Italian felony. You know what? Hold on. I'm going to actually make a clip, you know, for Lionfeld and shit. Like, legit. I don't know who can send it to it, but if there's a way, I will send it to him and be like, is this approvable? Just explain what's all in there. And just be like, yo, approved or not approved. Like, I don't care. I'm not going to look for the cooking process. If they want to, they could literally, like, cut my streams down or something. I don't fucking know. I mean, but would it be? Like, straight up Lionfield. Would this shit actually be a little bit of a war crime? We got, like, 3 different types of pork going on in here. We got just regular old, like, what was it? Fucking, well, it's in the garbage now. It's, like, some hot Italian sausage, and then we got like some mild pork sausage, and then there's bacon and spicy sausage that all have 3 different colors, and that's all what's in here. With this, granted, cheap ass brand, got some penne. I mean, even if it's not a felony in Italy, Lionfeld, what would you call this? Because I'm sure at least has to be somewhat approvable, or at least half approved. I don't know. That's just what I'm saying. You know? I at least think it's not a felony. I don't know, but that's just me. Okay, I've got to kind of gently do some surgery here. I have to like make him baby mountain with this moat of oil to surround it, dude. That's kind of how I'm able to. Okay, there we go. Yeah. I noticed that some of this oil is building up, and I was like, no, we're not doing that. All right. It's not quite there yet, though. I won't set the lid on it. Turn it really down. Just giving it a little bit more time for the pasta now at this point, I think. And I'll turn you way down because I don't need you like going full ham. We'll let you do its thing. I think we got some gas going on in there. You know what I'm saying? What is this fucking? Hold on. I am noticing that little like. What it? Oh, it's my fucking screen protector. It is literally like the babyest screen. What the fuck ever. I have a new screen protector over here. I need to get it replaced anyway. So okay, whatever. I was about to be like, what the fuck is this? Why won't the smudge go away? But if that's really it, then whatever. Let's see, how do I at least not make it so that ain't helping at all? There we go. That works actually. Just be behind it. Now I got this ore behind me. Big old chunk. Besides, this big old booty butt stole my little corner spot. How can easy sausage? How can easy sausage go? Wait. Anyway, the question is, how can easy sausage so much not have your dog go crazy? Oh, because they've been, walk and stuff. They've been out and about, like, you're just chilling. Usually, Jazzy will legit be like right there by me while I'm cooking, be like, I'm gonna be like sitting right here, wait for you to drop something so I can eat it. Because that's just unironically how she kind of is. Oh, and just say the word sausage. They don't respond to it. They'll respond to others, but not that. I mean, I just straight up looked at Vito and said sausage, and he didn't even fucking flinch. Sausage. Yeah, he didn't. Sausage? Yeah, Jazz didn't either. Yeah, it's just not one of their little trigger words, I guess. Gourmet misadventures. By the way, Mornax, what is up with that? I was going to be like, I saw it earlier, but I didn't actually see it said misadventures. What do you mean misadventures? There ain't no goddamn misadventures going on. They do respond to those. Like WALK, even Vito kind of ish knows that too a little bit. Luckily, I think they're just too tired and lazy to give a fuck right now. It was near miss and you proved me wrong, lol. Well, hey, it just shows, man. Alright, what was that noise? I heard a sizzle. What dropped it? What happened? Oh, it's just the condensation from this. Are we out that day yet? Okay, I think we're finally. Alright. We're finally there. I think we're starting near the end processes of our dank. Beer. Speaker. Come forth. We all know Ignat's an excellent chef. Oh, of course I am, Vampiro. By the way, where the fuck have you been? I've unironically tried to hit you up at Discord a couple times, but it's just like cannot be received. It just been gone and dismayed. I'm trying to hit you up and be like, what's up, bruh? But alas, kind of made it difficult there, buddy guy. Well, yes, I am an excellent chef. Now, how am I going to get the pasta water in here? Without having all the noodles join me in this process. All right, hold up. Actually, get a ladle. Let's see if this helps. Okay, it wasn't helping like I thought it did. Wait. Here we go. This should help. Kind of did. There we go. on. Oh, there we go. All right, finally, there we go. I think it's the first time. I get you at that. Bada bing, bada boom. Now shake these up. Actually, kind of flip them upside down. Whoa, there we go. Just leave those there for now. Now the tricky part. This. This should actually be pretty easy. I lost a single noodle. A single noodle has been sacrificed. There we go. Let's put you off for now. You're definitely going to be off. Okay, now actually there's going to be an extra tricky part of this, because how in the fuck am I transferring this shit into this? This literally fell to the damn brim, and I'm like, what the fuck? How am I doing this? Like, this shit is absurd. This is like right up on that shit. I mean, it will all fit in there for sure, but it's gonna take some time. But I know this much. I'm just going to do this, and we're just going to quickly drain some of that like so. Which, that, obviously, shocker, is going to slip right off the edge of the pot. But now I at least got more room, so that helps. Well, I can actually do something with this. There we go. Okay. Yeah, okay. Yeah, now I can work with that a little bit. Keep these going. Go. Beer break. Okay, let's start doing this a little bit. Just little bits at a time. All right, this is working. This is working. Just gotta do our thing. Stir around, do the stir around, dig deep and stir. Boom. Oh my god, this is looking fucking immaculate right now. Emphasis on the fucking immaculate. Need me some coffee, and by some at least 4 cups. Oh shit. Going camping today. It's a 4-day fertility festival of a bunch of horny swingers. What the fuck? Well, shit. Here, oh. I do a little sample. Holy shit. Oh, yeah. Okay, even this pot is starting to kind of be up to the brim, bro. Oh, my God. Oh, my goodness. Holy shit. There's so much. Ugh. I mean, you just see how, like, lower this was from earlier? Now look at it. I still have all that. Oh, my God. Oh boy. And here. Sprinkle a little bit of this in real quick. A little sprinkle. I'll add a little bit more later. All right. Add a little more. All right, I almost have all of it in here, but holy shit, this is getting filled to the brim. Ah! This is not big enough. Holy fuck, dude, there's so much. I'm actually might have to just make a bowl right now. I might have to serve myself, actually. It's just so I can get into this more. Ugh. Holy shit. Ooh, strike it. Oh. There we go. Okay. I think I might be able to get the last little bit in here, but oh my god. Dude, this is going to be an insane pot, dog. This pot is about to be diabolical. I mean, it already looks like it pretty much is ready. That's good, like just on its own. But there's still that. It's like, holy shit, man. About to try some live rosin. Oh, hell yeah. Nice, dude. Pot that's like 12 liters, 2 gallons. Nice. Could need more sauce. Nah, it's good on that. It's more that it needs a bigger space to have everything on. Well, this is insane. Honestly, I was thinking about, I forgot to put pepper in here. Frankly, it doesn't even need it. But how to get the rest of this in here? I mean, it can get in there, but oh my god. You know what? I'll do this. We're gonna make a bowl. Do this. Put some of that in there like so. Oh my god, damn. There it is. A little sprinkle like so. Do this. And boom. Just start plopping all that in there. Plop that ass for some class. Be a little classy with some of that ass. Yeah, I tell you what. Boom, boom. All right, there we go. All right, a little bit more on that. You know what? I did lie down. I will put a little pepper on this. Just a little bit. Like so. And then a little bit of this Talson. Just right on top like so. There we go. Okay. Hold the phone. Get that in there like so. Okay. Look at that. Holy shit, look at that. Bro. Ho. Oh, monsieur. Ooh. That is looking fine. But now I got space to put the rest of this in here. Nice. There we go. All right. You know what? I don't care. I don't give a fuck. Oh. It's about to be immaculate. And because of me trying to migrate all that sauce and epicness in here, there was a baby spillage. But luckily, it was at the end, and it really kind of was unavoidable. It was a little bit of an unavoidable situation. There we go. All right. Let's finish this really quick before I get into that. Besides, that needs to cool down first. Well, one good flip right here. There we go. Oh yeah, there we go. All right. Well, there's the lid. Just do this thing. Stay potted and lidded. Let's go back over here. Boom. Actually, no. We'll stick right here. Ah. All right. We gotta just see how this is right here. Holy shit. Oh. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, dude. Holy shit. Right here, dude. This is the shit. Go get you some. Lord bless. This is some. This is right here. Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh, I keep O facing. Yeah, because it is O facing. Oh, oh yeah. I know I had to just keep standing because if I sat down, I would just melt in the couch or something. Like I had to like. Oh yeah, fresh right out of that pot. Oh dog. I mean, that's just. It should be illegal for me to make such dank, and y'all can't partake in the glory. Where are those little beans go? I see a Vito hiding in his cage, but where's the Jazzy? I'm surprised Jazzy ain't over here wanting any of this. Good stuff. It definitely is, dude. I just had hot wax drip off my nicotine on my finger. It burned like hellfire. Ouch. Damn, dude. Yeah, me and my buddy actually recently just got like kind of a little dab rig for the place, and he realized that he's not ready for the dabs now. He's like, no, I'm actually not ready like I thought I was, bro. It was definitely very potent for him. Oh yeah. That's what's fucking fantastic right there. That's right. Let's move over here. Get a little better lighting. Yeah. There we go. So I'm still putting my roommate that sent home for work. After I let him try it. Oh my god. Damn. It's like, bro, you're a little too faded, man. You gotta kind of gotta go back. Gotta go back to work, bro. You gotta go home and like sleep it off, man. Can't be here. And Jesus, what the fuck are you feeding people with that? Like, goddamn. Goddamn. Oh god, I feel so sad as fucking factory, dude. How are the chances your dog stealing food? This really kind of depends. Right now, probably like just straight up a 1. But if you just like left it alone, like let's say I like left to go grab something, you know, like at a store and I came back, there is legitimately a likelihood that mainly Vito or Jazzy wanted to, but mainly him would eat that if I left it there. Now, right now, probably not likely, but they will do shit like that, especially if you're gone long enough. They will do it. Oh, that's no guy I got from Drunk Tank for it. Well, yeah. It's not New Mexico ain't the only law or the only state that has that. Oregon does too. I mean, it's driving under the influence. It doesn't necessarily have to be alcohol. It's just alcohol is obviously the most common one that, you know, is the substance of use, you know, when it comes to a DUI. Well, there's also, you know, weed, other drugs, plenty of things. God dang, that's so fucking good. Never feared in my life. It's some driver most of the time been in cars that drunk one I have. Yeah, I've had like strangely mixed things with drunk drivers. I've had a buddy be like, "Yeah, I'm a little bit, but yeah, I can take you home. It's just like around the corner anyway." And drive slow on neighborhoods. He was fine. I mean, but honestly, most times it's literally just like, "Can I really trust you?" Because I could kind of literally feel that like wobble if I'm doing shit like that. You know, California rolls instead of full stops and shit. I'm kind of like, oh. I don't want to be caught with you when you're doing this shit, you dip. Oh. Yeah. Damn dog hair. You know, I'll say honestly, like this rescheduling of marijuana on the federal level has actually been kind of a strange momentary breath of like, oh, nice. In the midst of literal just batshit insane absurdity. And just straight pure chaos. Let's just be fucking honest here. I mean, especially after today, dude, like, what the fuck, man? I don't know, bro. I'm kind of just... I don't know if I can really say what I really want to say. Because, it's... Yeah, I don't know. Never met someone who was driving proofs of alcohol. Me neither. I met some that might be aware of that and be more cautious about it, but that doesn't mean they're smarter for it, obviously. It just means that they're a little bit more attentive and aren't trying to, like, fuck up. But they still are a little, you know, you can't really escape that despite, like, if you're actually trying to, you know, be good with it. I'm so glad I left Bama when I had the chance. It's not just that, dude. There was like a fucking emergency like court thing that fucking Trump pushed. Literally, like, you know, trying to get this whole ballroom passed and shit, and literally going off about like, oh yeah, if it wasn't for this, if for that, and Transformation Kingdom, otherwise known as TDS, like, he went fucking going. He literally just went like unhinged mode. Like, he's just at this point literally outright being a fucking mad king. Like, there's no way that, you know, like, you know, someone can just be like, yeah, he's definitely, you know, got his, like, you know, fucking temper in order. He definitely knows what he's doing when he's just going off at this point now about the fucking ballroom. Like, what happened with Iran and all that shit? What happened with the whole Epstein file thing that apparently you want us, everyone, to forget about? Whatever happened with Greenland? You know, whatever happened to build the wall? You just don't care about that anymore? Because, just trying to reduce disabled people's benefits that they live with family as investing my money is the fastest way to radicalize me. Because that totally makes sense. Yeah, like let's like cut benefits for people that are living in a family because the family could just pick it up. They could pick it up by their bootstraps or something. Which I don't know. They probably already have been. Let's put more burden on them because fuck it. So better option over Harris. I don't even like Harris, but a dead ass at this point, she would be a better option. I'm not even gonna fucking kayfabe that. I don't like her. I detest her. I think she's a piece of shit. But if we're going to really seriously weigh the brass tacks of this fucking administration, with the second term versus like with her potentially and whatever she would be doing hypothetically, I honestly would rather take my fucking bets. But you know what? I don't like her. I will still, detest her. She's pro-ICE. She's pro-cop. She's pro-Israel. Fuck her. Like, I don't like her at all. She's a part of the DNC and Democratic apparatus and shit, and all part of the big club. Like, I don't like her. But at least she wouldn't be bombing the fuck out of Iran for no goddamn reason. She won't be trying to funnel a bunch of slush fund money and ripping off the taxpayers for a fucking bullshit ballroom that's actually like a nuclear bunker with a fucking, Palantir data center in it. Do you like Erica Kirk? Fuck no, I don't. You speaking Arabic if she was president? Oh my, what the fuck are you even talking about? Bullshit. And I thought it was Chinese or something. Aren't you Republicans supposed to be like, you be speaking Chinese because you're always in bed with China? Like, what happened with Biden and being in bed with China and all that shit? Like, huh? Why does America support Israel? Because Israel's a fucking psychopathic genocidal state that has fuck you money, and we are pretty much slaves to them. We are chained and shackled like literal slaves to their, fucking, like, broader agenda. So, that's why. It's all about the money. AIPAC funds our Congress, and they go out there and simp for the Israeli people and the Israeli state and expect us to just lop it up. That's what the founding fathers. No, they wouldn't. You're a fucking retard if you think that, you absolute fucking troglodyte. But here, I could deport you here. If you support it so much, then there you go. Here, I'll deport you from my chat, dumb fuck. Trump is causing a revolution. Honestly, I mean, the more this shit keeps going on, the more he's going to get people radicalized. Even liberals at this point. And I'm a fucking, like, radical, like, anarcho-leftist, and even I'm like, yeah, if even, like, these radical liberals are, willing to play the ball enough to be like, yeah, we should probably have, like, Nuremberg-style trials and maybe have pitchforks out and some good trouble and shit, I'd be like, hey, join the front. Get radical. now you see where I come from. Now at that point, that's just an opportunity. For someone like me, I got opportunities now. Now it's like, oh, now you're understanding radicalism a little bit. Now you're understanding where we come from a little bit, huh? Does Israel will be cursed? Who cursed Israel will be cursed? Well, then I guess the entire fucking world is being cursed. And if we're going to be basing our, like, world philosophy and our diplomacy of a nation state, based off of biblical, teaching, then I want nothing to do with that. I want nothing to do with those politicians, and that influence needs to be eradicated from broader geopolitical influence, period. It's a very fucking dangerous game, because look, shocker, where it's led. With the genocide in Gaza, and in Lebanon, and this, aggravated, unwarranted war, towards Iran. Look where it leads to. We were in Arkansas comes, but before it's still a revolution after that comes difficult. Honestly, like, I mean, I say anarchist, but I'm more syndicalist. So that's a little closer to communism, I guess. Still very libertine with it, though. Though at this rate, fuck. I mean, like as far as I'm concerned, a little authoritarianism don't hurt. Stalin amount might have been right, maybe. We're on legalized marriage at 9. That is less evil. Do you actually have proof of that? Because I actually do kind of know a little bit about the history of Iran and shit, especially when it comes to, Islam and its history within Iran. And a lot of, the supposed things that are discussed and talked about have always been like historical shit from, of the past. Not so much in the future. They've been, especially now, being seen as more of a modern state, have been, trying to be somewhat more, like modern, in a sense of representation. They don't even have like the religious, like law, like police or whatever the fuck anymore. They disbanded that. Like a lot of their weird, like, laws that, are like haram and Islam and their ideas and shit aren't really that heavily enforced at all. You literally could still walk, like see, people in Iran, and women in Iran that aren't wearing burqas and shit. But, if we're going to be talking about the fact that Iran might have some pedophilia, then why don't we start talking about Donald Trump and being involved with the Epstein files, being a literal fucking pedophile himself? Maybe we should start looking into our own backyard before we start bitching at other nations about their shit. Just a thought. Left is worse than the right. That fashion brand people left is brand cars. I don't owe people. We really need to refinish just as we get less of these people. I know. Like I said, dude, I'm at a point where I don't know if I can quite say everything. Why did Democrats lose the files they had it for years and years? Because they're part of the bigger game too. There's Democrats in that, in the files too. Fuck them too. They should be arrested and fucking put on trial as well. As far as I go, fuck them. Anyone involved in that shit needs to be held accountable for it. Period. And also, it's just because there are two sides of the same fucking, coin of duopoly. And you think Epstein was just, uniquely just hanging out with Republicans strictly? Because of course not. It's all embedded into the same fucking spiderweb of bullshit of the club that you're not in. All the subjects on. I'd be only okay with it if there's at least some level of like the school system or educational system being directly involved in some way too. Like having like a counselor within the local school district like every week showing up, making sure that things are kept up with when it comes to what they're learning, and even at maybe if needed like have like like teacher/tutor assistance programs and shit as well. So, even parents can have like someone, like let's say they're not great at math, they could get someone like that specializes more in like, helping with, math stuff. And then, from there, they can have them involved with it, to help them with that. Like, that's the only way I'd be fine with it. Like, at this point. But, because as it stands now, yeah, I do kind of think it is a little bit of a problem. At the same time, I do kind of understand why some do, especially when you're like, having a school system like in Florida where you can't even learn basic fucking history and shit, and it's all bullshit. Like, or even like, basic, language arts, because half of the fucking books are banned, and you're probably being taught yeah, like, I can understand why maybe some parents might be like, yeah, I'm not having my kid, like being learned of that shit. We're homeschooled. They could not read past an 8th grade by level by 20. I was reading college level by 8th grade. Yeah, I'd say like from my reading, it was like by the time I was in 8th grade, I'd say it was about like the equivalent of like a junior to a senior, give or take. But it would kind of randomly vary because honestly, it would like if I just wasn't really interested, it would be kind of like, eh. But if I was, then I would be like really like like really up with it. When it came to like the broader like reading test scores and shit. This is kind of interesting, but they kind of realize like, yeah, you actually do. He's just he needs stuff that he's interested in to actually like kind of give a fuck about reading. So I was like, yeah, a little bit. Just a little. School higher in public schools by Hughes Martian. Well, by like with what specifically, I guess. I don't know like how any of that works though. With public school, learn nothing. I find that to probably be a little bit of bullshit. You're telling me you went to like K through 12 and didn't learn anything? Bullshit. Come on. That ain't true. I wasn't a fan of the public education system myself, but honestly, I was at least glad and happy that it at least was functional and at least did give me a decent education. And yeah, I can at least look back and even not necessarily because of the classes or whatever, but because of my experience being there with my teachers and my peers, etc. I learned a lot, from that type of shit. I mean, because there's also more to it than just you're going for classes and all that shit, yada blah blah blah. There's also the factor of like you're learning more about socializing, you're hanging out with people, you're kind of getting cliques and all this other shit. Learning like like having like those that inspire you that aren't necessarily just your parents or family members either and shit when it comes to teachers. Wait for years to need him. Nah. Or at least not with Ears of Fate. Like, he's been around here long enough. It's just definitely don't agree really on politics at all, but he's fine enough. Very little bit against what I'm there for. Well, it sounds if like at least a lot of the educational system needs to be more curated and arguably downsized when it comes to classes, so teachers have more of an ability to focus on students more directly one-on-one, but also curated so they can also look at students and what they is easier for them to learn versus what's harder for them, because not every kid is going to be able to understand the basic curriculum. There's plenty of times where I slacked not because I wasn't really getting it, but because the curriculum sucked. The way that they had it set up wasn't working for me, and I had to kind of I had to learn it a different way. And when I did, it was way easier. That makes it different. My school days is not taking a shot. I think those skills would have been useful. For instance, a fun class, so maybe it was worth it. Yeah. Well, I mean, that's why I liked taking culinary when I was in high school. I mean, I kind of wish I took shop or like even forestry or something like that, because we even had a forestry class too. And honestly, I did kind of wish I did take one of those classes too on top of culinary, because it would have been at least nice to at least have some of those extra little basic skills. Not like that's impossible, to just not know though, but still. Germany, we have mandatory shop class from grade 3. Fucking sick. See, that's what actually having a decent education system sounds like. Man, America ought to learn a thing or two if we didn't fucking endlessly fund Israel and our military and had an endless fucking slush fund, for fucking rich cocksuckers and pedophiles. You're a real one. Well, like I said, also you're not like other right wing dudes that come in here that are just like, you're just a commie retarded fucking idiot. You actually like come in here and actually like hash it out and talk, like. So that's why I'm at least fine with it. The only mandatory class I is for Common Core. The rest of the choice for Sonic computers because everyone said they're the future. Well, I mean, because they still kind of are, you know. So, I mean, you know, like in a way, just not necessarily the same kind of computers as you know they were then. They have to make arguments on her assholes. Yeah, opinions are like assholes. Everyone's got one. Yep, that is true. That is true. From some money, he let us rebuild the entire thing in 8th grade, then sold it, got us a trip from the profit. No shit, really? Okay, that's actually fucking legit, dude. So you had like a auto shop class too. Like, that's fucking cool. It kind of reminds me of some of like my teachers that I had in high school, at least, because they were the ones that were like really arguably the best. Like my favorites were the ones I had in high school. I had a genetic and biology teacher that was, you know, still to this day I argue is one of my biggest inspirations, and also my band director when I was in band classes and jazz class, like because in their own way, especially if their own money, like especially how in the U.S. is like how teachers in a lot of ways they have to rely on their own funds to feel or like fill up their classes and shit. It's like, I mean, some of them gave such enough of a fuck about it where they would actually even fight, and even, take it up with the union too, to be like, hey, I actually can't afford these things. Like, we need new uniforms, for like our marching band. And that's actually important because this shit is like rotten and tatty. You need to fix this, like now, like give me the money to do this, like now, kind of shit. And he did. And kept them pristine, when he got them, like back in like the early 2000s and shit. And dude, wearing those like uniforms for like marching and shit was just so slick. And then my like genetics teacher, he like exceptionally more so was like one of my favorites, just because like he had this philosophy that because he knew that he had this genetic disease that he would pass down to his children, but wasn't passed down to him. And he knew that, well, I don't want to, bring that to my own children, and shit. So I'm not going to, have kids myself. And God accept me. But yeah, the principle of this philosophy of going in, to teaching, being like, I'm going to treat, these kids like they're my kids. I want to see them succeed, and I want to, make sure that they actually are successful and get something out of things, get something out of my class and out of school, and and actually have, something good out of this, and it's like, and that always stuck with me about it. Because I remember, like, the first, like, biology class I had with him, I kind of thought it was initially a hard ass, but as soon as, like, he, like, showed his cool side, I was like, this guy's actually really cool as hell, and I actually kind of want to, make sure he likes me and do right, stuff, because he's actually a really, cool teacher, actually, and I actually like his classes. And it kind of got me into biology and some more, and some like, biology science and genetical science and stuff. And it was just like, and it helped me a lot, honestly, especially for high school, to, kind of get my ass a little bit into gear. Because my freshman year, I was kind of like, I don't really give a fuck. But as soon as sophomore year, when I had his class, I was kind of like, oh yeah, I actually should give a shit a little bit. Thought I thought it was useless, lazy and leather work, but cool stuff is when teachers actually give a damn. Oh, absolutely. Because that sticks with you. I mean, why do you think those two teachers especially? They're not the only ones, by the way. I mean, I got teachers from middle school and elementary school that I still remember to this day, and their names, that, like played a major role in my life too, that, I could think the same of. But at least, especially for high school, I was just like, those are the first two that came in my head. Because, I mean, when you have teachers that give a fuck and give a damn, they stick with those people. They stick with those kids who go up to be adults, and then they're like, oh yeah, there's that one teacher, But also, even for the ones who are kind of assholes, or maybe even kind of quirky or a little weird, like the personality of teacher, whether, especially if they give a shit, regardless of what their quirks are, that always is going to stick with people, you know? And that's what's especially more important because that also helps, making school a little bit, frankly, let's just be honest, a little bit more bearable. But luckily, I don't gotta worry about that shit no more. Well, for now. Maybe one day I'll go back. But probably not anytime soon, though. He has a new puppy. He's a pug. Oh, he has a pug? Oh, you have a little puggy. Hey, Jazzy. Hey, Chunk. Get away from my food. You scavenge mutt. You big old chunk. You chunk. Get to my food. You chunk. Oh. You chunk. Get in my food. Excuse-moi, la façon. Big old chunk. Big old chunk. Oh my goodness. Oh, the thickums. Oh, the thickums. You probably want some of my sausage, don't you? You want some of my food. Yeah. The puggiest boy in toy. In toy? Huh? It's all off of François. Town. Oh. The puggiest boy in town. Is he literally just like a little like smushy little bean? Like a literal smush bean? I unironically, if I ever see that little thing, be like, all right, you a smush bean. That is now your permanent nickname is smush bean. He's a squish potato. He's a potato. I remember our physics teacher, he let me join advanced classes. That's going away. I had no other class during that period. I was in 8th during this time. Oh, damn. I will say, when I had free periods in high school, honestly, I just took advantage of those. Either just for extra study time, for music practice, or if I knew I had a friend that had a free period too, I just hang out with them. Or I just like walk around town because the high school is really like right next to downtown, so I can like hang out, at the library or like go to the, to the river, just chill there for a little bit, go back to school when it's like, all right, gotta go to the next class. Or I'll have lunch and I'll just be like, I get to hang out here a little more. Fuck it. It was actually pretty legit, especially when that free period, went into a lunch. It'd just be like, fuck yeah, dude. Burp. Send me Discord pics. Well, here, let me on that. Damn, Jazzy. Here, let me turn the hotspot on. Then I'll take a look. Take a gander. Just gotta let it load. Let it do its thing. Yeah. Okay. I don't think they showed up yet. Oh wait, no, they did. Oh. Is that a little rat? You got a rat? What the hell? Yeah, man, the score same as here. Yeah, fuck it, sure. Since I'm here. Just gotta hold up. Figure this out first. So, no, no. Yeah, okay, there we go. Okay. Got sent. Yeah, no, I did not know there was a rat involved in the addition of pets that were added. Why is there just a rat on someone's head just being worn like a hat? That was what I was wondering. I'm like, what the hell is happening there? Like, what? Just a chunk. Ugh. You're just kind of a little chunky rat yourself. A little big old bean. Yeah. She's literally just like, that's just me. I must be in a little ball and be galump. Yeah. she keeps kicking around. She's like, "Rrr." Goofy little thing. I know why she's acting like that though. She want a little bit of my food. I know what you want. I know what you're trying to do here. You're literally are doing this whole thing where you're like, meh, squeeze yourself a little closer to this, and then you get to it, and then you can sneak a little bit of it. That's what you're trying to do. I see what you're trying to do. You're waiting for me to be just like totally out, not paying attention or nothing. You're just biding your time. Chad likes rodents. You wanted a squirrel? A fucking squirrel? Hey, that's where I should have come in. That's where I come into play, dude. Could have tamed one for you. Or you can get Paul Zio to do it. Like, he he literally has, like, a couple squirrels, like, even on his streams where he'll feed them some nuts every so often, and they will literally climb on his shoulder and shit. I'm just like, bruh, he literally just became, like, a fucking Disney princess. Avalon in the park. Nice. I gotta see if there's like, some squirrels around here that I can kind of, feed up a little bit and see if they can get all chunked. Change this on up. Oh, there we go. Grind some of this here a little bit. Boom, 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 boom. Guess you had the wrong sparkle? Did I? Maybe I did. Okay, now it just seems like... Alright, hold on. Well, now it's just being like, nah. Yeah, I did send one. Try it one more time. Yeah, now it's just like, nope. Huh. I don't know. Mulligan? It's actually not a mullet. It's kind of its own thing. This was called a fancy rat. A rat raised to be a pet instead of food and other animals, or at least that's what the pet store said. I think that's just probably a term that's used for it, but that it's just basically a pet rat. Yeah, like because they're literally are bred to just be, well, pets. So they're not the wild ones that you're gonna find, scurrying for your fucking kitchen or some shit. The ones that you want to get rid of. Those are the rats that are a little bit no bueno. Yeah, I'm kind of debating. I want to grab another beer or something. That was a little bit of a surprise beer I found in the fridge, but I'm like, I'm kind of debating. Do I want another? Could be Discord. Yeah, it's probably just Discord being the shit. I'll try it again later with this phone. Maybe it'll work. Score some concert tickets for $60. Shit, that's nice. Not so often, especially for that lineup, to get some pretty cheap tickets. Oh, get some beer water at least. Oh, let's have a little sun. Quench the fist. Gotta take a little inspection look. What we get going on with that boat? Damn, that just looks so fucking fine. That just looks so fine. Boom. Splash. There we go. Oh yeah. Bada boom. I actually got a ride back there, a ride there and back, so we don't have to play lift roulette and get back home. Oh, jeez, yeah, because that is something you definitely never want to fucking have to try to deal with. Well, yeah, being a couple minutes behind. Yeah, that's always something you want to make sure that you're not. You don't want to be that far behind or nothing there, but that's something that I kind of hate about, like with the shorts live. Every so often, like it will like kind of like beep beep. Then you lag behind, you don't even realize, and you're like, oh fuck. Now you're like a minute behind. I'm like, oh no. Mm. Cherry and blackberry. Tasty. Also, I don't know. I accidentally clicked hidden, chat. No, I want to click all, not hidden. Oh my god. There we go. Jesus Christ. Forgot to do that for a minute. I wanted to make sure it did. Yeah, bam. Getting pretty hard into Warhammer 40k lately. Lord Stick. And it's pretty good for a franchise first age. Yeah, I'm familiar with it. I just never have gotten really into it. It just, I mean, I'm kind of been honestly getting into like animes lately, to be honest. A little bit lately myself. And like a couple of other shows. One of them is like an anime called Vinland Saga, which is actually pretty good. And then there's one that is ridiculous but amazing at the same time called Rooster Fighter. And that shit is just... I don't even know how to explain it. I really don't. But it's just... It's fucking amazing. At the doctor's now. Oh, shit. Getting X-ray done because we have a social medical system. Nice. And it probably ain't gonna, cost you an arm and a leg to deal with it either. Which is, like, double nice. Oh, fuck. Sick. In a good way. Because unless you have proper insurance around here that you have to pay an arm and leg for, and even then you're still gonna get fucked a little bit. Yeah, you can still get one. And even then the insurance company probably won't, accept it and be like, nah, actually, you don't really approve of this because random bullshit arbitrary thing number 41,682 or something. Some arbitrary bullshit. Yeah, you're denied. You can't get that X-ray actually. Unless you want to pay for the whole thing. Fuck you. Because it's just like how our privatized system is. It's just like the gamble of that shit. Oh my god, this shit is still fucking like. Go in there and just do your thing, Stan. Jesus. That's just moving up. Let's cut things around a little bit. There we go. There we go. Ah. 2 years to keep the digital image. And I'm assuming that's just an option if you want to keep it. Nice. So it's just like, yeah, if you want a copy, it's like €2. Dope. You just said to me to talk about the book, the plot points of the books because those words are political. I'm not criticizing the president or Israel. Talk about books here long. We talk freely. All right, dude. I don't know what to tell you. You just have to kind of like deal with the fucking, Netanyahu bullshit or something. I don't fucking know. Like, just, the nanny state of YouTube just being retarded. I don't know what to tell you on that one. Besides that, it sucks immensely in every fucking way. I love how I look like a fucking silhouette, like an angel descending upon the heavens. Oh. Chest chunk. You're right by that chair, hoping for whatever reason that food mysteriously falls on the floor. I see what you're trying to do, you little chunk. Get up here. Come here, chunk. Don't be trying to point your head over there. I see what you're trying to do. Goofy little thing. She's desperate for some of that dickiness that I have over there. Because I still have like a little bit left over there. If inspired the book is Horus gets trained and not blessed by gosh shit decay. Makes him trip balls. Whoa. I also don't know who any of those motherfuckers are because I'm familiar with it, but I don't know like names or any of that shit. I just kind of tangentially know what like some of the aesthetic and all that shit looks like because I've seen like I've seen enough of it around. I just literally don't know fuck all or who any of that is. It's the funniest part of the lore to me. Well, I mean, there's a god named Nurgle that is like the god of shit and decay. Like that there's something to that a little bit. That is a little amusing. In the midst of all the unfortunate depravity and depression of and the gloom dark fucking sci-fi that 2K or 40K is 2K. Yeah, 2K, that sports game, basketball. Yeah, that game, very gloom dark sci-fi shit, bro. Other than his brother getting possessed by a sex demon, which I think Blizzard ripped off. I thought it's from Warhammer now. Well, I wouldn't know nothing about it. Delicioso. Oh shit. I just realized my phone's at like goddamn fucking like 7%. Oh hell. Oh hell. That is that's no bueno. That is a no bueno thing. There we go. I'm debating on grabbing like maybe another burr or something. I will say, I mean, if I do, I feel like I need a little persuasion. But what would I be persuaded with? How about them Packers? They're not. The football isn't even season, so it'd be more like how about them Spurs or the Timbers or the Timberwolves or whatever. Fuck. Bet go on a swingers retreat for 4 days, leaving this afternoon. Nice. Gotta love Comp and Doctor, all done 5 minutes in and out. That fucking quick? Wait a minute there, son. I heard, in socialist healthcare systems and communist healthcare, that you have wait lines, brother. I thought it was supposed to take 5 months, not 5 minutes. What? That don't make no darn tootin' sense in my America brain. Every time I go to the doctor, I'm there for like 6 hours before I see one. Dude, that really is our healthcare system. You want wait lines? We got them here all day, baby. Even in the emergency room situation, dude, I've been in the emergency room before, and I've seen people that I know have been there way longer than me, and I might get called in for something eventually, and I might not wait as long. But these motherfuckers have been waiting forever, and they got like more serious problems than I got. Like the last time I was in the emergency room was because like I cracked my fucking wrist, and that was back like 6 years ago, like right when COVID hit, pretty much. So I got to miss the lockdown shit and everything when I used to work at Safeway. That was kind of weirdly a blessing, honestly, in a weird way. But it didn't take too long for me to actually get checked in and get everything checked out. But there was people there that were like straight up not doing good at all. Like I could tell that they were bad, like in a way worse shape than I am in a lot of ways. And that ass, dude, like they were probably, I don't know how long, but definitely longer than I've been there. And I get called in first, like, shouldn't they been checking up on, like, it's like, what the fuck? Do you not have like a doctor that can handle that right now? Like, because it just seems a little bit of bullshit. Yeah, maybe my shit's easier and quicker to deal with, but I can sit there and be like, fuck, I could do that and not care, whatever, big whoop. Now these other people, I've been in the R for 4 hours, but I don't try to go. Well, yeah. I mean, because, like emergency room stuff is a little different versus just regular appointments, checkups, shit like that. I mean, yeah, there's difference for sure. But, like, I mean, usually, especially with the hospital that I went to for that time, it's never really that busy. Like, but it's just one of those things where, for whatever fucking reason, it just was always kind of laissez faire and slow. But taking care of grandchildren is funny. I mean, usually can't be because most of the time they're usually just overreacting. But they're kids. Mm. Dude, I remember when I was a kid, I like hurt my leg once, and I honestly dad thought it was broken, and my dad was like, "Try to move it, because you wouldn't be able to move it if it was broken." And I just kind of went, "Hmm, I just kicked my foot out, and I was like, "Oh, I guess it ain't." And for whatever reason, I don't know why. I was like fucking like 6 or 7, so whatever. I was a little fucking little pipsqueak. Okay, like I mean, I fell on a way where it did just hurt like hell, and obviously I did kind of sprain something because I was kind of limping a little bit. It still kind of hurt. I remember that much, but being a little kid, you bounce back from that pretty easily. Four hours is reasonable compared to wait times here. Well, I suppose like where I'm at. Well, I mean, because Oregon does have better statewide like healthcare funding, than a lot of other states. So our healthcare is a little better, than most. It's just not saying much, given our like system. But regardless, I mean, I will say the longest, if I can remember, the longest I've ever had to wait was straight up like, oh my god, you know what? Honestly, the longest I ever had to deal with was actually a procedure because I had to go like it was over something so dumb too. I basically just like bit off more than I could chew, quite literally, and it just got stuck in my throat. Not to the point where I couldn't breathe nothing. It was just like literally lodged like here, where it's like, yeah, anything I'm trying to swallow, it's just gonna, it's just building back up. And I'm like, well, fuck. And so like after a while, I'm like, well, what the fuck, like my mom was just like, fuck it, we're just gonna see if they could just like just jab something down you and like either like force it through or like pick it out, whatever. And of course, our health system being way too stupidly complicated for this shit, like basically transfer me to a different fucking hospital for I don't know even why, because they want to go way too complicated with it. They wanted to frankly knock me out for this, which I don't even understand why that was necessary. And then go through the whole process of dealing with that. I'm like, Is it just because of like some weird gag reflex shit? Couldn't you just like do some weird Sonic like thing or whatever? You know what I mean? I don't know. It's just one of those things where I'm like, it just seemed like way too overly complicated for what they were for the problem, you know, because honestly, not wasn't it like two different hospitals I had to go for? No, it was one because went to the first one and then they're like, yeah, we can't really do anything here with that, but this place can. I'm like, why can't you? Because like we just gave you that, and it was literally just a soda pop, hoping maybe the carbonation would put it down, which I felt it work a little bit, you know, but not enough. So I guess they're like, fuck it, you know, the soda didn't work, so now you're, you know, getting the extra treatment or something. I don't fucking know. It was just stupid. Like, cause I mean, you know, on one hand, it's like, yeah, I'm kind of a dummy kid, bit off literally more than I chewed, and didn't chew enough, kind of thing. It was just, yeah, a little dumb, but didn't go down a raw pop or nothing. All that shit. Honestly, if anything, if I just kind of didn't do anything about it, like until the next day, and then if you know, I bet I could just eventually like, you know, like swallow enough, and it would just force its way down. Because honestly, I will say I've had it happen like maybe one or two other times, like once as a teenager, I think like once as an adult, where I'm like, oh fuck, and I would just kind of sit there over the sink, slowly sipping water, just like kind of just keep like, you know, calmly, patiently, like, okay, just keep swallowing. And eventually I just like feel like a, it was like finally go through. I'm like, all right, here we go. Just take a full like glass of water and just chug it and kind of like, you know, massage the throat a little bit. Because it gets a little sore, you know, after that. I was like, But honestly, that's literally the best way to do it is just kind of like just sit there, kind of hold your head up a little bit too, but every so often just sip water and just kind of keep doing that swallow muscle motions. It'll eventually go through. Though, obviously, the best option is to just chew your fucking food. I carried first aid kit, but I also have Streets for Children, Tiny Keychain, Dog Plushie. Most of the time, I hand out band-aids to parents because kids get hurt playing in the park. That's really nice. Oh, yeah. You know, sometimes man, I actually want to start doing this myself. Like at different little events, I'll see people like pass out stickers or little like these cute little cards and stuff. You know that you know are like sharing little art or different things like that. I want to, you know, eventually even for like my stuff or for my channel, like do that a little bit and just have like cute little cool stickers and just start passing that around to different, you know, shit like that. But also have at least a little basic little kit like that myself. Because, I mean, there's definitely, you know, especially with a lot of like Pedopalooza and, you know, different events like that, you know, that happen, you know, around here in Portland, there's definitely people that probably get a little hurt or injured and this and that. And it's never a bad idea to at least have some basic, you know, first aid kit kind of stuff. Not like, yeah, necessarily like full on trauma stuff, but at least, you know, something to kind of help patch up a wound. Someone got scraped and, you know, people got hurt or something, you know, because they fell on their ass. Plus, things like water bottles wouldn't be a bad idea either. Have a couple of water bottles and just pass them around and be like, hey, I see you being a little bit of a drinker right now. Have some water. Just in case you get a little too much. You need a little agua. I remember this a few times where there's at least like one loud and lit where I got too drunk, lost my friends in the midst of going to the final destination, which was at the waterfront. And I was just kind of like kind of weirdly internal panic for no reason, but just kind of like, where the fuck are they? I'm on the north end of this fucking party shit. They're nowhere to be found. I'm calling them. Where the fuck you at? Yo, you over there? I was just there. You weren't there. What the fuck? shit like that. Originally, I found them, it was all right, but I was just like, man, at that point, I was like, I'm done drinking now. I had like a no reason panic moment. I need some agua. Have a little bit of that, and then we'll have one more or maybe two, because it was the last part of the Loud and Lit ride. So at that point, it was just basically like after parties or just head home from there kind of thing. One of these days, honestly, I think for maybe this Loud and Lit, I'm going to see if it's possible. Maybe if I could try to stream it. I honestly, because I have done some shorts, but I think it'd be pretty cool to actually maybe see if I could stream it. So if I can get maybe like a phone attachment thing that I could put on like like the handrail of like a bike, maybe I could do it. So I don't know. I'm gonna think about that. It's I think Loud and Lit specifically is in it's in June, I believe. So something like that. Hey, what's up, Rip? Oh, dude, yo, Rip. Oh shit, my phone's being charged. Damn it. I want to show you, but I can't. Dude, I whipped up some fucking dank earlier, bro. I want to show you, but I'm charging my phone right now, so I kind of can't. Well, I mean, I got this plate, that I haven't quite finished yet. It's like the sausage, red sauce, fucking. It's amazing. It's immaculate. I'm just kind of sitting on it because not like full, but I kind of want to like savor it too a little bit too. You know what I mean? Like, gotta let it sit for a second and be like, can't just scarf it all down right away. I have to process it for a sec, kind of chill, hang out in the party for a minute. Honestly, I'm looking at that right now, being like, I'm about to get more of that. That's for sure. These dogs are dead. You two are so sleepy. Oh, you stretchy boy. You stretch me. Jazzy's just in a little orb. Damn, he didn't fall for the ligma that I fell for. That was a ligma? How would these nuts on your face? Is that what it is? I think I saw what that is. And you managed to dodge it? Is it Howard D's nuts on your face? I'd love to see people care about each other. I do too. But you know what? That's why, like, you gotta at least have, like, your little friend groups that you got, you know what I mean? I will say, I love my friend NBA or Logan, but, like, yeah, he can be a little overwhelming guy sometimes, but, I always love him because he's always, one that ultimately cares, even when he can be overwhelming at times. Like, I won't admit, even last night, I was kind of like, bruh, you keep me up a little bit. I get it, like, trying to be deep and shit, but, like, my guy. There's only so many times we can say pretty much kind of the same thing. But, I don't know. I don't know what, yeah, it's at a certain point where it's like, I don't know. It's like kind of beating a dead bush outside of this guy, maintain my thing, I guess. I don't know. It's one of those things where it's like, it's fine. Like, it comes from a good heart, so I don't care about it, really. I mean, if anything, like, I honestly understand why, because he's, I mean, with everything going on, and, he has every right to be stressed with bullshit that's, with the economy, with his work, even, like, all sorts of shit. So it's just like, eh. But, I mean, maybe like it's just kind of an outsider's perspective thing, but there's part of me I'm like, well, obviously, I don't have a crystal ball, but depending on various factors of what goes down, like it could legitimately, like honestly, be fine. Actually, might be all right. So it's just always stressful when it's still an unknown. Onions cooking up gay frogs. Oh, they cooking up. For Infowars. Are they doing some shit with Infowars right now? What are they doing? Oh, I actually don't know much about what you got when it comes to this. I've been paying too much about like the Mad King insanity that's been going on today because of just everything. So I've been tuned into that and all that shit, but I haven't paid too much about that yet. I know that like apparently Alex Jones freaked the fuck out to like Tim Heidecker because he's the one who fucking is a part of that shit now or something. So did I miss a bunch? I mean, with like, dude, like Trump is kind of basically just destroying due process in a way that even before he hasn't really done. Like, not just on and also the Supreme Court revoking more of the Civil Rights Act. There's a lot of shit that honestly is that today was just like kind of a little bit of a just whammy. Like, honestly. I mean, because Trump is literally also like had different things for the courts where his whole fucking ballroom shit has been knocked down. But now he's pretty much now forcing for the courts like, oh no, I can actually do it, fuck you, and it's just doing it anyway. So it's to such a blatant degree to where that it is actually like even worse than like really anything he's done. Like honestly, because what really this ballroom is about is basically having like a nuclear fucking style bunker where you can hide away in and shit if shit hits the fan, and also having a Palantir data center to basically be a part of like info gathering and data collecting. So definitely some great shit right there, 100%. Good stuff there, happening. So I honestly, especially believe that this whole fucking attempted assassination on his ass is a false flag. Heard about SCOTUS? I mean, that's just one of the many things that happened today. But I'm coming up to visit this November. Probably just me about ready for this. Well, I'll just say that, I mean, wouldn't it be like, I mean, we'll figure something out. But I know for visiting, I mean, might be on a couch. Unless you want to be in the good old faithful. I'm actually not going to say it, but there's a hotel over here that has a funny name, and I'm just like, but it's also known for being a really shitty fucking spot. Want to see trees again? Well, I will say, I mean, if you really want to see it in its prime, November is probably not necessarily the best time to do it in Portland. The Sex Motel, Lamau. Yeah, I mean, yeah, Rip City knows. Let's just call it the DR. Because that's the initials for the place. Let's just call it that. I don't mind. I mean, you literally, all you have to do is when you wake up, just walk around the corner and then just boom, there you go. You know what I mean? I mean, shit. But nah, I mean, like I'm just fucking around though. I mean, hey, we'll make it work. If anything, I'll probably like, I'm gonna be having the room in here, that's over here and shit. So eventually, and by that point, I mean, if anything, I'll probably have like something in my room where you can just crash in there or whatever the fuck, I don't know if Tyler was being serious or not. Is he actually planning on going to Germany with Harley this summer? Harley has no fucking passport, and Harley would not be able to get a passport in time unless he did that right the fuck now. What the fuck are they thinking? What? And why is he taking Harley? What is he? What? Wait, Ripsy, hold on. Wait, what the fuck are you talking about? Huh? Why? Harley cannot afford that. What the fuck? What? He's gonna rush Harley to Seattle to get him a passport or something. Why? Look, I don't blame him for doing that for Harley for the passport thing, just that in itself, but why Germany? What is going on in the summer in Germany that Tyler especially... Is it a metal... Is it like Wacken Open Air? That's the only thing I could think of, but I've done my research about... It's Wacken Open Air, isn't it? Does he not realize how expensive that is? Wacken Open Air is retardedly expensive. I've researched this before. Like, what? Wait. This motherfucker is going to go to Wacken Open Air. Him and I have talked about this since, like, middle school when we've known each other. Oh, I'm going to have to talk to him about this one. You know what? I'm going to have to make him be my scout. Lay the land. What's it like out there? Tell me what's going on. And also, you better know some fucking German and don't be dumb with it. Actually, be proper with it. Proper Deutsch. The lay heave the land. Yeah, you gotta lay heave the land, bro. Like, I mean, you know what? Because, hey, I do that for y'all for Iceland. Hey, I kind of did the lay heave the land for Iceland. So whenever, we can schedule a time someday, the next few years, maybe to go to Iceland or something, I'll kind of be like your, guy to, help you be like, hey, I know I know places, I know a few spots, and here's some places I want to go to, shit like that. And also, the traffic laws and where to drive on the road is pretty much the same here as well. So you don't have to really worry about it too much. It's actually pretty easy to navigate around there. So, I mean, like, I can actually help out, like, when I'm out there. But, hey, you know what, Tyler? That motherfucker better be that, for Germany. And also, he better be checking out the sites and the places around, the city and other shit, too. Like, that motherfucker better be, like, maximizing everything. That bitch better not be sleeping. You know what I mean? Not renting a car internationally. Honestly, for Iceland, it's very easy. And you kind of need to. Unless you want to stay in Reykjavik the entire time. Which I don't think you do. I mean, honestly, it's... doing his Irish accent in Germany. Oh my god, dude. I hate to say it, but why do I feel like Tyler might unintentionally embarrass himself in Germany? So away from East Germany, I hear that areas Germany's equivalent to undeveloped areas. No. Not that I've heard of. I know that, unfortunately there's been, more like right-wing stuff, on the rise, more in like Eastern and Southern Germany, but I don't know. I don't really know that much about like specific regional German politics outside that Bavaria tends to be, always known as being very conservative and rural as fuck. He absolutely will. I know too. Look, I love Tyler, but man, you gotta understand, like, he will do that. What is even Vakken? It's a major metal festival where, like, a lot of bands, like from Amon Amarth to like Slipknot, Sabaton, Powerwolf, Nightwish, Evanescent. If there's a metal band that you know of, they probably played there. Oh, where is it? I don't really know. I honestly don't know. Vakken Open Air is named after the town Vakken, which that I have no idea where it is. Vakken is expensive. That's why, honestly, I'm wondering where the fuck Tyler... Also, Harley, which, no offense to him, he's a broke-ass hood rat. I love him, but he's a fucking poor hood rat. Where in the fuck is he gonna afford that shit? Is Tyler just giving him a fucking, free pass or something? Like, pay for the flight and there you go or something? Like, I actually unironically want to talk to him about this because I'm kind of a little low key, kind of like, bruh, hold up now. What's with this? Like, what's this situation? I actually want to know details because I'm like, one, for future reference, and for two, how in the fuck are you getting Harley into this? Like, dude, like, out of all of the people that could have, like, that you could be bringing along, Harley? And you're going to make that motherfucker get on a plane that is going to be over 11 to like 12 plus hours on a flight with Lufthansa? You're going to make him do that. You see the problem here? You see the problems building up here? I feel like this is going to be unintentionally not a good experience for not just Harley, but for Tyler. Dude, I don't think they know what the fuck they're doing. They haven't done international shit. Harley's never even left, like, he's barely left, like, the PNW, let alone the fucking country. Like, I mean, they're usually the cheapest. I mean, maybe, but still, regardless of what they take, I mean, this isn't... I don't know, dog. Yeah, it will be the worst flight because, Harley's going to probably have a weird fucking panic and just sit there like... Just, I don't know, dude. And I also know that, when Tyler gets frustrated and mad, he gets fucking mad. And then he has Harley with him who doesn't know how to deal with that and usually just shuts down and doesn't do fucking anything. I know how to deal with Tyler when he gets a little frustrated and shit, and I know how to try to address the situation. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's that too. Like, oh my God, I kind of, dude, before that trip happens and shit, I kind of want to talk to him just on the virtue of like, do you kind of know what the fuck you're doing, bro? Like, because I could be jailed out of one. I don't really give a fuck. Like, if my life and circumstances were different, I probably would, he'd probably be hit me up about it. But, like, still, I mean, I'm just like, at the end of the day, do you know what you're doing? Because I kind of want to at least, like, maybe help him a little bit because I actually do kind of understand a little bit of the process with this. Because this thing is, too, on top of this, like, yeah, you got to go through customs and shit. But also, you have to, let your phone service and your bank, and all that shit, you need to let them know exactly when you're going to be gone and when you're going to be coming back as well. So they can also, like, there's a lot of fucking things that you need to do to make sure that things run smooth as possible. Like, it's not just simple as just going there and you're good. Like, because guess what? Your phone line probably ain't gonna work for anything because, shocker, it only works in the U.S. So, I mean, it will, but there's a process of how that works, and you have to make sure that shit like that is set up before going. There's a lot of things I need to deal with. Oh, I don't know what Tyler's bank is too, but that could be another factor as well. Like, do they also do that? Because if not, he might need to withdraw pretty much well, what he suspects, what he needs, and then just transfer that, like transfer that in euros. And he has to understand he's probably going to want to take out way more than he thinks he needs because the dollar amount for us versus them is not going to be balanced properly. Yeah, and Harley don't got a bank at all, which weirdly enough is not bad for him. But Harley still needs to do it too. He needs to do that as well. So there's a whole process to this shit. In Germany, you call 999 Audi and you get emergency service. Well, I doubt they're ever going to need that shit. I'm just saying, like, there's just a whole process when it comes to these things. Having to carry a fuck ton of cash would suck. Yeah. Because when I was in Iceland, I did both. Like, because there was actually, funny enough, some places where if you paid with card, but did it with USD versus, like, in kroner, it was actually weirdly cheaper. So sometimes paying with card would actually kind of fare out a little better versus, than paying with, kroner or even, with, their kroner in cash. But some places would actually be better to pay with kroner, and sometimes I would actually use cash, and sometimes I use my card. Case of a meltdown. Well, honestly, like what I'm kind of talking about is more or less like what would probably happen before you even got there. And even then, I mean, I don't know. It's just one of those things where, man, dude, also, I remember Minneapolis. I remember, Tyler, like, when we were leaving Minneapolis, remember Rip City? Like, dude, that was a little bit of a going through customs and TSA and shit. That was a little bit of a kind of a bitch. I mean, granted, Tyler was a little injured and all that, but still, it was kind of like, I mean, it had a little bit of an attitude about where I'm like, it's starting to start helping a little bit, but I mean, at the end of the day, it ended up being okay, but still, it's just like, oh my god, oh no. Yeah, that's another thing. Does he realize that, because Iceland was about 11 something plus hours, and I was kind of undercutting it from earlier. This is 18 hours, dog. Like, dude, and the Harley too, man. Like, I mean, you're gonna be in a little tube, like stuck in your seat that whole time. Like, bro, I don't know, man. He might. Don't tell me he already has like the tickets and shit like that. Don't tell me he already did stuff like this, because I swear to God, if he did, oh man. Because I really hope that. I mean, I'm just hoping at the very least that he at least, hasn't done that yet. He's just trying to get this shit settled first before he does and commits. So it sounds like he's actually kind of serious about it, but hasn't really like committed to it yet. Weirdly enough, it just honestly, because I don't know, like, I think maybe it's probably for the best, and maybe he just holds it off for a minute. Europe, yeah, I don't think it is. Took way too long, but I think Wacken is very close to Hamburg. Oh, like in Hamburg? Oh, okay. Longest flight I've been almost 12 hours to Alaska, and I could barely stand it. Yeah. Oh, I mean, the 11 something plus hour flight that I had to Iceland, like, I had a window seat, and frankly, that made it tolerable. Going to Iceland sucked because it was dark and I couldn't see shit. But going back from Iceland, we were following the sun, so I was pretty much like, seeing the peak of the day the entire time we were flying back, and it was nice. So I got to see everything. It was actually pretty legit. So at least, that was tolerable. Going there wasn't as much, because that kind of sucked. But at least I was able to sleep most of that. European Mike can't handle Tyler and Harley. Oh, dude, Harley honestly would probably legit, like, no offense, be a fucking actual nuisance.
Ah, this is about how he be. He always be like that. I tell you what.
Yeah, he literally would be like that. I'm not even joking. And oh my god, everyone would be staring at them. They would be unironically the most peak stereotypical American tourist. And I mean, Tyler maybe not as much, but Harley, oh my fucking god. Oh Lord, bless their hearts. Honestly, you know what? I'm gonna do that Christian hospitality where it's a little bit of a, judgment, behind the back. It's like, bless your heart, bless your heart. Uh, n- no, he wouldn't, dude. He might if it's the U.S., but dude, out there in Germany, he better fucking not. Even Tyler would get on his ass about that. Though, to be fair, I'm pretty sure German law enforcement realized that it's like, you're a tourist, just shut the fuck up. We're just trying to like tell you to calm down. They do not wear chainmail. What the fuck? What? They're not wearing chainmail. Damn it! What the hell are you talking about? My year trip to the 11 flight was better than the 5 hour flight because seats in the 5 hour flight were pure ass. Well, that's true too. I mean, those long ass flights, tend to have more comfier, or those planes that usually do those very long flights tend to have comfier seats because of those reasons. And they usually have things to where you can watch like movies and stuff like that and shit. That's the dude. Look it up. Sparky is from Germany. If he's still in here, then they can. Oh yeah, here we go. In Germany, you're allowed to drive an APC on the road legally as a car. See one at Wacken in 2014. Do they? So do your police wear chainmail? Because I'm pretty sure that's bullshit. Let me know, Sparky. Let's watch a documentary about their SWAT equivalent. Oh, so they're SWAT. What, like, which is, I think, what, GSG 9? Or is that their counter-terror police force? Sparky would have to be the the one to educate us on this one. He's from Germany, after all. We do have a qualified, Deutschman. Flight was 7 hours on 11. Rip. Yeah, there was 8 hours. Ah. They do when they get called for knives. Okay, so they have like chainmail, like, vests and shit when, something happens or there's knives are involved. It's an SAS French. No, the SAS are the Special Air Service from Britain. They're British. So 8 hours is the longest flight I've been on. If I remember, I think the Icelandic flight was about like 11 hours and like 40 minutes. So pretty much like 12 hours. The flight back was actually like 11 hours and like 20-ish minutes, give or take. But I think that's literally just because of the you're following the orbit of the Earth and time fucking mathematical shit and stuff. Like, things my brain can't really like comprehend, but just, weird little calculations like that because you're kind of like following the orbit of the Earth a little bit, albeit slightly slower. Well, yeah, like chainmail is better because if you're getting stabbed or shacked with a knife or whatever, chainmail. Why do you think warriors and troops and men at arms and knights we had chainmail even with like other armor over it for hundreds and hundreds of years, if not at this point like 1,000+ fucking years, because it's good at preventing stabby. Not always, but especially with like a little just quick little like kind of thing. Yeah, it's pretty good at that. Since FPPs are being regulated, soon let's become a requirement after that trade-off. You know what's funny though? You know that like knife attacks and stuff like that are also, when if you actually look at statistics, statistics aren't really that far off from like like from the U.S. versus like the UK or Germany or elsewhere. They're not really that much different, to be honest. I mean, the reason why they're such major news in places like in UK and Germany and stuff is just because, instead of guns and stuff, people are going to use those instead. So yeah, they're going to become more of a frequent crime that happens, but that doesn't necessarily inherently mean that they're happening on like that much more of a frequent scale. It just means that, like they have less tools to use essentially. I mean, because here in the U.S., like, because there's been plenty of times where, crazy fucks, gangs, or etc., have, like done shit where weapons are involved, but, maybe one or two of them got guns, but, most of them have like knives and shit like that. It's like, that shit happens all the time. The reason why it doesn't get that much news because it's not that much of a stronger bleeds it leads. Guns are a lot more of a bleeds it leads kind of news story. So obviously that's going to take a lot more of the headlines when it comes to local news reports and shit like that versus like a local stabbing. But that shit does happen here in the U.S. too. I mean, it like I said, the data isn't really that really like there is like approximate differences, and I'm sure like the rates in the UK are a little higher, but overall, like it's not that much different. Types of tools hard to regulate. Yeah. And also, at least for Germany, from what I understand, you can own firearms, right? It's just very strictly regulated, so where only certain people are allowed to have them, like whether for hunting purposes or for sportsmen / like gun club stuff or your former military or something like that. Like I think there's like very specific, strict like regulations around it. But yeah, you can still own some, and even as even for like collector purposes too. I mean, there are countries in here where you could definitely own guns. I mean, Switzerland's a pretty simple example, and I love the thing, especially that pro gun people are like, well, because they actually abide by the rules, this that blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, well, yeah, because they actually take care of their fucking people. You know what I mean? Like, the government actually gives a fuck about the people. So like when it comes to crimes, or problems or ailments that are going on in society or economy or this and that and shit, especially when it comes to crimes, they address it in a correct way. So it's never a really big deal. So not that hard to like realize. It's like if you actually do that, then it's as if even if it's strict as fuck, you can still have things like firearms and shit like that around. Carried fixed blade at all times. Well, there you go. Yeah, so obviously you can carry that shit around. Yeah. Well, there you go. At least when I was talking about like the idea about the gun stuff, but yeah, I mean, because I know that like in other countries, like in Finland, Latvia, Lithuania, like there's other countries that do have like straight up gun ownership, and I mean it's not like the same level of like ownership where they're having like AKs, AR-15s, shit like that, like we do here in the U.S. But they still got their rifles and shit. They still got shotguns and and other stuff. We have the most resources for the moment. We can do. Why can't they? Well, yeah. And I'm very pro gun. Like I own a couple of them, and I plan on getting some more in the future. But at the end of the day, it's just like, I mean, I also understand that there definitely needs to be regulation around it, because there's people that are not responsible with it. There are definitely plenty of people that have violent records and people that probably just shouldn't own any. And I do think, especially if your record, or your past, shows, maybe you shouldn't own any period just on that virtue, if you try to get one. There's all sorts of factors, right? But at the end of the day, as long as you like, pass, basic background checks and like, for licensing and training and stuff like that, which I think should be some basic things that anyone should be able to go through to get a gun, then I don't give a fuck what you own at that point. Even if it's a fucking automatic, I don't give a shit. I mean, I'm willing to let people have whatever the hell they want, as long as they go for the processes of wanting to get that damn thing. Like, I mean, if they want it, just go for the process to get it, and depending on what that is, maybe it's a little stricter, maybe it's not, but either way, as long as you go for the process and pass it, I don't give a fuck. You know what I mean? Like, who gives a shit at that point? As long as you just abide by the laws as you own it. At that point, have fun with it. Go to the range all you want. Do target shooting. Go hunting with it. I don't give a fuck. Shock, we don't have bow control. Archers are a danger to sight. I know, right? I mean, I will say, like, I do think there is like an overreach when it does come to like different forms of control when it comes to firearms. Like I do think like things like restrictions on magazine capacity, or like like the stupid fucking bump stock ban that I think at least got overturned, and shit like that. Like that doesn't solve anything. Like all that does is just make it harder for law-abiding gun owners to basically just have a little fun and a little modulation and shit like that when it comes to that. You know what I mean? Like at that point, it's like who cares? If you want a drum mag for your AK or your AR-15 or like one of those like 100-round C mags or whatever the fuck, I don't care. Have it. Have 5 of them for all I give a shit. Have as many as you want. I mean, like it does. It's. I mean, also, has anyone lifted up like an AK with a fucking 75-round drum mag? That bitch is heavy as a rock. It's a boulder at that point. Like you're pretty much holding a fucking Tommy gun at that point. You have to like just hip fire that shit for a while, and then you like, and then you have to like muscle that fucker to aim it. Like, dude, I've tried it before. It's like, fuck. I will say, decent recoil control, because once I like kind of start popping them down, I'm like, okay. But then I'm like, fuck, all right, hip fire it. And then I have to kind of get myself in a little position, kind of a little Tommy gun status, because I also have like a little grip, and I'm like, start kind of like pseudo bump fire that shit. Goes to register like cars, you get driving license, you get a gun license, 6 hours mandatory training. That's makes sense to me. I know a place sticks where if you bring your receipt for new people, they'll give you a free bottle of whiskey. Because what a better way to break in your new firearm at a gun range than getting lit off whiskey? What a great idea. I'm joking, by the way. That's a fucking retarded idea. Dude, Texas. Sherman, we need to resurrect you, and we need you to go back down south. We need you to correct their ways. And instead of Mexico going after the Alamo, maybe it needs to be them Yanks again, because so right next to the Pew store. Literal peak America. That's unironically, it's just some straight peak American shit right there. Oh, Dios mío. Oh, man. Dude. When I learn of things like this, like a parent just told me, on top of just the usual bullshittery that is America, I just remind myself, like, are we really that cooked? Are we cooked? Are we just that cooked? Because, dude, there are just some places in this country where, like, or I honestly, I will say, I don't think a lot of other people outside the U.S. can really get where there's such genuine regional differences of the U.S. where it's like some of us, even in U.S., literally look at like places like the South, Texas, like Florida, etc., where I'm like, or Idaho, at least especially for the PNW side of things. I look at these places, I'm like, you just all ain't really gonna change, are you? At least, right now. Because there needs to be like a little bit of that like flood, you know what I'm saying? Because I'm just like, what the fuck, dude? Ready to melt on Sunday? Oh, don't remind me of that. Speaking of drinking, your recommendations for liquor to bring on a camping trip? I don't know. What do you prefer? Well, Bailey's isn't a liquor, but Bailey's would not be a bad idea if people had, like Guinness and shit like that. Vodka. It might be a little pricier for you, I will admit, but see if you can find Reka. It's an Icelandic vodka. I mean, I've talked it up before. If you can find like a pretty nice, good bottle of that, like, dude, I mean, you can probably be like, yo, I'll give you some of this and that, like, water bottle that's empty. If you give me some of that whiskey with this water bottle that's empty, you know what I mean? Something like that, or maybe, because Reka is some fucking quality fucking vodka. It is good as fuck. I'm just glad I don't see a church every 5 miles like I did at Bama. I will say, I mean, I do see like a church every 5 miles around here, but that's just because it's an urban city environment. I mean, you will see them around like that just because there's going to be so many people that have different little denominations. So obviously, like these neighborhoods, communities, have little churches that are based around, like. But the thing is, at least it's like little varieties. Like you might get like a little like Ethiopian Coptic church. You might get like a Ukrainian Orthodox church, a Chinese Protestant church. Yes, that's a thing. A Christian, Korean church, which is also a thing. Like you get these little weird little denominations of little things where at least it's a variety where it's like, all right, it's not just the same weird shit like everywhere you go kind of thing. At least there's that. So every so often, like some of these churches actually look kind of cool. Nice. Gummy Shumis. Older brother owns an APC for dragging trees in the forest. Fucking awesome. I want an APC. Sick. Fucking sick. I like how just African folk rock just is playing right now. My experience with city folk has largely been good, and the churches here are pretty progressive. I want to go myself as an atheist, but it's nice to be told I'm not to be told I'm going to burn from it. Oh, yeah, that is true. I mean, oh, Vito, goodness gracious. Hello. Hey, Vito. How you doing? Nice. Vito, shut the Vito. Crazy boy.
Look at me.
Vito. I think he might just want it. He just wants to say hello with extra loves.
I want to say hello to you.
Yeah. Oh no. Actually just doing a little stream right now, just chilling. made up a bunch of extra
I'm
little
sorry, I
food.
didn't mean to interrupt you.
Oh, no, you're fine. You're fine. No, actually, I made up a bunch of little extra food.
I know,
and-
that's what he said.
Yeah, yeah. If you want to get a little bowl for yourself.
Give me a hug.
Well, of course, of course. How you doing? Nice. I'm doing real great. Vito, you crazy boy. That's awesome.
Mm-hmm.
Vito boy.
More, normal.
Yeah?
That human connection. I like it.
Oh, Jazzy. She's just a little happy little chunk being like, oh my goodness, friend.
You want to hang out with me all the time.
Oh, she always does. She's like, I know there's got to be something. So you can have a girlfriend. No. What? That could be a friend and just be a friend. Grew up so fast. Fuck you, Hyperion, you bastard. Oh my god. Of course. Now, of course, now the chat's all like, yeah, now the chat's all being like, oh, well, what's happening? Huh?
He wishes.
Where'd Logan go in? Well, why is he having like popped in here?
Huh?
I thought he would be right behind you. Where'd he go?
Oh, he stopped at the store first.
I see what he's trying to do. Grab some brewskis.
Mhm.
Nice, nice. I like how he probably knew I was still doing this. He's like, all right, well, boom. See what happens with that. Wait. Huh? I don't care. Go for it.
Oh, Fidget's gonna. It's my own hair too.
Yeah, it's got a little bit of. I like when it gets kind of short. Sometimes we'll do little weird curls and shit. Sometimes,
I like
but
your
it's
shape.
just like
I
got
like your
little
shape
waves.
part, too. Nice.
I actually just did that not too long ago because it was kind of getting a little extra on the
Wait,
front.
take the hat off. I want to see.
Oh, with everything.
Yeah.
I usually just always keep kind of in this
Yeah,
little
bro.
top on. I've been kind of debating on maybe doing a pompadour mullet or something, like where, you know, I kind of maybe have a little like lengthy in the
I
front,
think you
but
already have that.
I mean, it's so bitch up,
That
you crazy Vito boy. What's up, bro?
You like what we did? It's only a little bit, but it's a bit.
looks. I honestly like.
Vito,
what's
you're
that
off.
video by Douglas and him doing live streaming. I'm like, I don't want to even fucking.
Hey, what's up, guys?
Booda boo.
Is Inky on there?
Probably lurking somewhere.
Okay. Would you believe it or not, the only camels
Oh,
that
my
they
Lord.
had were the kinds you like? They're completely out of everything else.
Yeah,
Why?
I don't know.
That's silly.
Oh,
Doll.
Vito boy.
Got one for you too.
Yeah, Donka should find it.
Donkashire.
He's such a cutie.
Oh, wow.
You made me dinner. Like,
Dude,
He's
I
back
made
to
a
do it.
face.
Well, I'm still getting to know him. I know you.
can I say something about that old guy? He was very sweet, but I've been through that with so many old guys with like the musicians.
Yeah, I know.
It just gets
I'm
old.
not.
It feels like
I'm not
babysitting.
falling for it. Are you
It feels
kidding?
like babysitting.
Wait,
No,
what
it really
happened? Oh,
does.
did something happen?
That's why I don't like going to Heritage all the time. Is because more than not, they end up with like emotional.
Okay, what's my phone?
support
Okay, it's
from
at
other
32. Yeah, fuck it. I'm sick of it
Like I
falling.
honestly was like, I was passing by. I was like thinking of like a bar that we could have gone to instead. That I like. I was like, fuck. I passed by Rocco's. I was like, she knows
No,
Rocco's. She
I don't
knows
want to go
Rocco's.
Rocco's.
Okay.
I have beef there.
You were just there like a week ago.
Yeah, it was one dude that stalked me, and I don't want to fucking
Okay.
be around him.
Oh, fuck that guy.
Yeah.
Scrap up with that bitch.
Wrap up with that deal.
No, I don't want to. I don't want to do any bodily harm to
Altercations.
anybody.
I was playing though. I was playing though.
I'm
I mean,
a peaceful person. Like I just want everyone to get along, and like if someone's gonna be weird on me, I'm going to be like, okay, bye.
No, he wasn't weird. It's just old on me. Like done it like a lot of
Yeah, but
musical
being a-
knowledge I got was from dudes
being
like
a
him, but
cute woman, like I get
Oh, yeah.
fucking sometimes I get men following me that I'm like not interested in, and then it becomes a fucking thing. And
he had good energy.
and they're
He was a
really
positive
they're
me-
really
he's a
nice to
guy.
begin with, and so I'm like, yeah,
did
you
get
can
weird
have my
towards the
number.
end. It did get
And
weird
then-
towards the end though, like about the music. He was flexing a little hard. I was like,
He was.
so who was this dude anyway? Like, I wasn't there for it, so.
His
Dude.
name was Rubber.
Just a guy.
Ribbit.
Lives next door to the bar.
And
I've
just-
seen him there before. Just never felt the need to talk to him.
Yeah.
I have this.
Probably one of it's an ashy
Oh, yeah.
dead one.
There's another bull.
Actually, this is. Actually, here.
Middle finger still up to this police state. They got my body paying, got my lying down,
Ooh, that's
taking them most of the time before I time
Vertical
out.
set horizontal. I know that's what it
This
kept.
is a rap musician
Sorry, it was
that I'm
still
really
burning.
inspired by. For
Oh, I know
records.
it's got some. Actually, here I can move this little bad boy over my hole.
This is
Sorry.
me time. Going home swole in the meantime. States gotta move forward.
I like this fingerless fidget spinner. It's
Yeah,
very nice.
that's like you were saying. Man.
There's been played with.
I'll become
Honestly, the
swole.
more fun thing to play with is this thing.
Self-control.
Yeah, probably.
You must sail
I find myself just like always
in this jail.
like almost horsetail like kind of
Guys,
flicking
there's
it
so
back
much
around.
butt. Look,
Jesse's she's been doing that all
Too
night.
far away.
She's chunked to also steal spaces.
man,
Still gonna
self-made,
fucking fidget spinner
self-morphosis.
his hair though. Is that okay?
Totally cool. She wants you so much, man. You don't even know. We were talking about her at the bar this whole time.
I think you're really cute.
And she's gonna do something.
I'm not
What?
gonna do something.
What the hell is that
Get outta
supposed
here.
to mean? Hey, whoa!
I'm not gonna do something. Stop
You
it.
ready?
No.
What? You know? Wow! Putting that on record?
Get
Damn!
yourself prepped.
Putting that on record, aren't we? Huh?
Be
Jeez.
prepared. Like Scarface.
Ignore denies the girlfriend allegations that someone playing with his hair. I'm just being an ass. I peer on you, fucker.
Hey, Hyperion, for real though. It's our friend from New
What?
Mexico.
What?
He's a
He's a buddy from New Mexico.
Yeah.
I've been friends with him for a few years.
Very good guy.
He's chill as fuck, yeah.
Yeah, I just want to fidget spin your hair.
It's very fidget spinning,
It-
especially with this.
uh-huh.
I want to touch it earlier. It's so soft and nice today. It was always nice, but damn. What did you do?
Now I wish those maggot shows sometimes. Yeah, I come in here and be like, "What you do if you fuck your life?" And then this happens. It's like, yeah, I wish it, I'll fucking
Yeah.
highlight that
Yeah.
shit. You know what?
Just flex on all those haters.
Actually, you know what? Even better. Let's get this epic effects picker. If it'll,
Is it the one with the devil eyes?
I'm trying to
Like
wait.
The Superman eyes or whatever?
Yeah, but for some reason it's not doing its thing. No. Oh, what? It just put a black screen. No,
Power is within us.
dude. It just.
Never gonna stop.
Damn.
The power is within us.
Oh my god. Wait, hold on. I can fix
Is
this real
this-
quick.
This one, so much.
Okay, there we go.
Yeah.
The most so far.
Okay, good. That's the one I have lots of.
Oh my god, it literally just is.
That's the one. I have much of it,
Oh, the
yeah.
Palo Santo.
Yeah, Palo Santo. Yeah, that's a good one.
It is a really nice one.
And
Yeah.
it's very like it smells good, but it's also very like woody and
I just
masculine.
also don't
like,
understand why you guys are putting perfumes on. Like, isn't your natural smell okay?
I just no.
No.
I mean-
I'm actually disgusting.
Honestly, I know
I'm
for
joking.
I know for a fact that frankly I
You
do
smell good, though.
unironically.
You actually just smell good.
I will admit I do unironically have like certain parts of my body that get a little like just no matter what just funk, and I'm like, yeah, I just can't. I need a little something. I mean-
guess that's true. It depends on how long it takes for me to
I just like
take
being.
a shower.
I just like being pretty.
too. Oh, I love being pretty. Like,
Especially when you got like a good day, feeling good, and you're like, yeah, got some shit ready to do, and then
fashion is part of my artistic point of me. Like
Another form
the
of
way of
creativity.
yes, exactly.
Of course.
art.
I mean, like, because
Expression,
using your own body as a
self-expression,
form of
yeah.
like a pamphlet for
Canvas,
art, including when it comes to
canvas,
fashion
yeah.
and what you
Medium.
learn, like it's a part of that. It's also part of the reason why a lot of people get tattoos because they see like a canvas,
Yeah.
where
I went to get my you guys inspired me to get my favorite Pokemon tattooed on me.
Bill Plum.
nice.
You gonna go?
Which one?
get your favorite Pokemon?
He's not a
I
big
don't really
Pokemon
have
guy
like
like
one
me.
in particular. I
I'm the
mean,
nerd. I'm the nerd.
yeah, he's more of the nerd with it. I would say I do
I would
have
say
like
though, like
out of the
equal
ones I
measure,
do
equal-
know-
wait, equal measure. I'm equal measure to Pokemon nerd, and you are with Star Trek. You are the Star Trek guy.
Yeah.
I
I'm
love
pretty
Star
deep.
Trek.
I'm deep in Star Trek too, but not
not
quite
like
as much
yeah,
as you.
because
Not-
I know all the lores. Yeah.
Yeah, but I know
I'm-
a lot.
I'm not
I'm
a-
close.
I'm not
close,
a
but like
William
Pokemon,
Shatner fan,
you're never
but
gonna.
next gen, let's go.
Well, yeah. I mean, because honestly, like in a way, like the original series of Shatner stuff, and the movies too, they have their place, but. I mean, the TNG era, especially when it came to some of the other spinoffs of DS9 and Voyager, like, I mean, that's when it really, I feel like it peaked. Like, my personal,
Dude, TNG.
he used to not
I
like,
have a-
he used to, like, not like DS9 at all, and I
Yeah.
eventually got him
Sorry.
into it, and eventually we were, like, locked in watching that shit for a long time for a while back in the old place.
Dude, TNG is my favorite fucking.
Bobby wants us to come to his. He was like, I can't come out and do nothing tonight. Now he wants me to come to a party at his house.
No.
How the fuck does that happen? He's like, I have to work tomorrow, guys. I can't do nothing.
And now he's just like, yeah, actually, I
So
kind of
just
want.
you come to me so I can fall asleep whenever I want you to not be here.
Like, what the fuck?
No, TNG is my fucking favorite. Voyager is my second. I love the Enterprise as well, except for the fucking opening.
Oh, the opening is actually like I think the only Trek that had like basically a song for the intro instead of its own like unique.
Bum, 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 like
Yeah.
that kind of thing. Yeah, it did have like a fucking horrible intro.
I know it's like I got it
Yeah.
over home. It's like
Yes.
what are we doing? I mean, the actual visuals of the intro weren't bad, but like man, it should have been like a
So bad.
soundtrack based orchestra thing, like.
Mhm.
Like
every fucking other- like every fucking other
something like that, Even me just,
Star Trek.
yeah, even me improvising that would have been a way better Enterprise-esque intro than whatever
Agreed.
yeah, like,
It was like 80s fucking rock band. Like, let's go.
yeah, Enterprise is pretty good. People just not ready for it. No, honestly, my main issue is that there was actually like a war that was that happened during that like timeline that they never got into. That should have been explored near the season finale, but they never did.
But Scott Bakula is a fucking Star Trek captain after doing Quantum Leap.
Yeah.
Like, come on, man.
Hey, like, I mean, in hindsight, I mean, I do think it's, does get a little bit more, hate than it just really honestly deserves, because it doesn't. I mean, I do think it's not, like, personally my most favorite track, but...
No, it's not my favorite
Yeah,
track.
I would-
but it's
because,
fucking good. Like,
yeah,
the storyline
yeah,
is
like,
good.
it's- yeah.
The characters are good.
Yeah,
I like how they go, like, back, like, there's no open doors.
right,
Like,
yeah.
they don't have the thing. Like, there's actual, like,
And plus, I do kind of really like, even
dis-
despite the
dis-
episodic nature of it, they still kind of show the damage and stuff, like, because...
but it's prequel. It's pre.
Oh, yeah.
It's pre. It's supposed to be pre.
Well, post Zachary
Kirk.
Cochran and
It's supposed to be
pre-Kirk.
pre-Kirk.
Yeah, pre-Piker,
Yes.
pre-Federation of Planets, because
Yes.
Federation of Planets hasn't even been
And so,
established
like,
yet.
yeah, even like the doors opening and closing,
Yeah.
like, it's different. Like,
'Cause-
they have to open the doors instead
Of
of like
course,
they're just
yeah.
open for them. Like,
Right, yeah.
even the technology is different.
Right, yeah. I will say, at least, for me personally, in my order, it would probably, for my favorite tracks, it would be, I mean, it's a little bit of a take, but DS9, then it would be TNG, and then,
DS9, are you kidding me?
I don't know, I mean, I'm hearing Logan in there, I'm hearing him in there, I know.
They don't go nowhere.
Well, the thing, hold on. I mean, here, let me finish my list real quick before I get to that specific. Hold on. Logan, I know what you're
They're
saying.
not going nowhere where
Hold
no
on.
man has gone before.
Okay.
They're
All right,
all
hold on.
sitting there
Well,
in
hold
a
on. All right,
fucking-
okay.
a
I guess
war
all right. I
zone.
guess I'm gonna have to
Waiting
defend.
like they're
Hold
waiting
on.
to
I
do
guess
a
I'm gonna have to.
war
All
the
right,
whole
hold on. I'm gonna have to
time, like
defend this now. I'm
defending.
gonna have to. All right, you know what? Fuck my list now.
It's stupid.
All right, I gotta have to. All right. Well, here's my defense for it though, because Trek is obviously more than like if you think about it, like because obviously, you want to, see what, No Man's Gone before, but we also want to see the broader politics of what we do know, right? Like, because we, familiar with the Cardassians a little bit, we know that there's this thing happening, but what, it's basically like exploring the idea of like, what if we explored more of the lore and expanded it of like, what's going on in this specific area? And with, characters that are a part of the TNG
agreed.
section,
So do
right?
they
Like
have
with Worf
the
and
currency in
Latinum?
yes, the
Well,
one with
that's canonically through the Star Trek, lore, because
they don't have currency in Star Trek lore.
well, there are like Federation credits, so to speak, but they're not like a literal
You
like.
can't
currency.
comment from the bathroom.
Yeah. Well,
It's not
yeah, we
allowed.
could barely hear you, so yeah, we invalid. but they kind of have like their own variation of it, but it's not like a literal currency. The only reason why I have it is just because other
So there's
races and other,
Mhm.
with diplomacy, including with the Ferengi, where their main currency is Latinum. It's a form of, ability to at least, negotiate if they have to when it comes
right. So in a Star Trek world, for theoretically,
to.
what would be so like? There's no currency. No one's everyone has everything they need.
Right,
And they're making them themselves
Right. Yeah.
all the time. And that's how far you get is how far you want to go.
Mhm.
Right? Theoretically.
Yeah.
But people are gonna want something in exchange for some things.
Oh, for sure. Yeah.
So what's that currency?
Well, that's why Kirk was, a very sleaze captain that broke the Prime Directive a lot.
In both ways.
even
I
the Prime, or what's it called?
the only human need or alien need.
Yeah, even
or
like,
whatever.
Have you seen all of
Thing.
Deep Space Nine? Because if you did, I think you would have a little bit different of an opinion.
No, I haven't watched zero Deep Space Nine.
So I used to hate
So-
Deep Space Nine too.
He was.
I was a hater.
I told him.
I was a hater.
I was
And he
telling
made me watch it, and now
All right,
it's
all
not my,
right,
but it's
all
not
right.
my favorite. It's not my favorite Star Trek. I have
but
others
you
I
have a
still like
different
more.
opinion.
But
where,
now I appreciate it more.
Oh,
I really do. Yeah.
because they do have like their, not good episodes, but then they.
Cisco,
But
Dude,
Luke,
Cisco is
he
actually
arguably
really
could
great.
be like Picard and him might be they're rivaling my favorite.
Well,
captain.
also, well, the
Cisco-
only
he's
reason
like,
why
no,
Cisco, well, the
Cisco
reason
is
why,
Patrick
next level.
Stewart will never.
well, here's the reason why Cisco.
Will never be the not best captain.
Who?
Patrick Stewart.
Yes.
Will never.
Well, of course,
I said,
Jean-Luc
but that-
Picard,
I
of
would-
course. No, he's
Cisco gave him a run for his money when I watched.
Wait, hold
Deep
on,
Space Nine, I was
Janeway,
like,
because dude, she literally
Janeway
She
too.
is, but she is second, in my opinion.
fair. I'll take that.
Because well,
I'll say
he-
Picard and
he
her
stepped
equal
away.
because for different
Yes.
reasons.
The first
for different
season,
reasons.
I was shitting on it so hard. Remember how hard I was shitting on Deep Space Nine?
I know.
was shitting on it.
I know, and I
Every episode
eventually was
shitting
just,
on
and
this
eventually I was like,
All right.
dude, watch it.
I got the fifth,
I'll
sixth
watch
season.
it.
I'm like,
All
this
right.
is amazing.
All right,
Yeah.
This is
fuckers.
great. This is great. I was so. I'm not making this shit up. I was a hater for years, like 3-4 years of hating, and then I finally sat down and watched it with him,
I am.
and I'm like, okay, it's actually
almost
pretty damn good.
45 years old, and nobody has wanted me, has talked me into wanting to watch it more. So I will.
We'll see.
They
I
even
will
have
do
a
it.
We will
genuine.
see.
They
We
even
will
have
see.
a really
I
good
will
pro
do it.
union episode
I
too.
will do it.
Yeah,
I will
where
fucking
Nog, I think,
have to get
one of the
through,
characters of
like, a
Ferengi
bit,
actually.
But
Yeah, I
man,
know. With everything, you have to get through a bit. Yes,
Oh,
there's character building,
man.
there's story
So good.
growing.
they go.
there's-
You were talking about they don't go places no one's been before. Oh, Cisco does. He goes
No,
places no
dude,
captain's
honestly,
ever been.
these
I don't even know
characters
who
in their
they
own
are.
way.
Cisco's the black
I
guy.
don't know who
he's
they
the,
are
He's
yet.
the black
I have
captain.
never
of-
watched it.
All right, well, yeah, hey, well, I mean, I
Man,
will
I've
say-
never seen a more assertive
So, like,
captain
I can-
either.
I can
He was
come
straight
in,
yell. He's
like-
always yelling
Oh,
and
and
screaming
also
at people.
they talk about the Bell riots of 2024 and shit
Yeah.
because they go back in time. Dude, there's some
Like back in time shit,
really-
where he's oppressed, like
Yeah,
because of
he's
his
an-
race and shit and
Yeah.
stuff, like because he's
Can
black.
I do a tangent off Star Trek for a sec?
Yes,
Have you guys,
shoot.
Free reign.
The
Go.
3-body problem.
I've been wanting to read those books so bad.
They have a Netflix series
I want to check that out so hard.
It's so fucking good. I'm
I
going
think
to be
Amazon Prime
actually,
has like the more
yes.
Chinese
Give
variant.
me a,
and
give me,
Netflix has, like,
Yeah.
give me.
Agreed.
I don't know.
And then I'm going to actually be
It's not done. It hasn't been finished, and I need.
I don't know why I said that. I'm downloading the fucking book, the second book,
Nice. I
Enchanted
want to.
Forest.
I want to
Next.
at least try to.
Tomorrow.
Yeah, I want to at least see if I could get the
I like that you
audiobook
read when you
versions.
don't read. You're still listening and.
Yeah, well,
Becoming
you know,
smart.
I got kids, so it's like hard to sit down and read a book. Like, I
That would
don't
be-
have that
yeah.
time for that shit. Like,
Dad
it's
won't
like-
make me a sandwich because I didn't ask him.
Yeah.
You should look into the Mirror Universe,
Right,
Shane Way.
pretty
She
much,
became
I
a Delta
mean,
Quadrant Pirate
They come to
Queen.
you for everything. So
Really?
I get you.
I'm like, your father is literally in the kitchen cooking food, and you're
Torch?
asking me to make
No,
you
this
food.
isn't a move. This is just regular wheat. Yes, in the kitchen where
He
the
is
food is.
literally in the kitchen where the
Where the
food
food is,
is,
yeah.
and I'm in my room by myself.
Mhm.
And they're like, "Hey, Mom, can you make me some food?" I'm like, "Your father is in the kitchen.
It's not a weird experience.
Can't you go and ask him?"
Yeah, he's already in there.
Yes.
See if he can whip up something for you.
My mom would
Absolutely.
literally just tell me to make it myself growing up.
Go make yourself.
Oh,
You can
I
figure it
mean,
out.
I definitely set them up for making food themselves too. Like instant
I'm glad that my parents did it,
instant
too, 'cause there's a
oatmeal
lot-
and cereal.
Yeah,
When
'cause
my mom made a
like-
meal, it was like, okay, this is serious.
Absolutely.
This is important.
My parents were kind
My
of.
mom
Cooking-
hates fucking cooking, but she's good at it.
No,
My parents
I
got a
like,
little bit-
I like cooking. I just wish I had more time for it.
No, my mom hates cooking.
I have
She's
to
just
work
good at
full
it.
time.
That's
and
my
then-
mom.
Yeah,
She
yeah,
didn't like cooking, but she would always
Full-time work.
weirdly always be like, "I'm making Sunday breakfast," and honestly, every so often, if we're making like spaghetti or this and that, I'm making it. Like there were certain things she'd be like, "No, I'm doing it." For
She wants to make
Yeah.
sure it goes right.
basically, yeah, no, honestly, I think so. But she also had a certain strategy
Baby
with how
daddy fucked up mac and cheese. Like it
How
was
do you
the
fuck
worst-
up mac and cheese?
Oh, you let a- you
that's
let a-
impossible.
you-
I, as like 6 years old, knew how to
Okay,
make
that's
that.
kind of lovably dumb.
That
a
is
little bit,
really
but
lovably dumb.
My brother
Like,
did the same thing. He tried to make a chicken parmavera, like chicken
You
parm.
overcook it.
No,
is how you
no.
ruin
My
it.
brother put too much salt in that bitch, and it was the saltiest chicken I've
That
ever
would be
had in my
too.
life. We couldn't eat it, so we gave it to my dog, and then my
oh
dog,
no,
my dog threw it up.
yeah, because it's too salty.
and they ate the vomit.
Ugh, no, come on.
Kept eating it. We had to
I
pull.
don't like that.
We had to
Please
pull.
don't talk about
We had to
that
pull
stuff.
the dog away.
What's
Please
that?
don't, please
What's that,
don't,
brother?
please don't.
Brother,
We'll never let
ugh.
Michael live that
Please
down.
don't.
Brother,
I always
Please
bring it.
don't.
I,
brother,
I just bring it up as a
Can we
roast
stop
on my
talking about
brother.
that, please?
Brother,
Yes,
Let's
yes,
move
yes.
on, move
Sorry,
on,
sorry.
move on, move
Sore
on.
subject.
brother,
Uh,
Salty
ugh.
subject.
What's
We are
that,
moving
brother?
on now.
What's that? Stop it, brother. Brother, ugh.
That's from a meme. That me and him like to, yeah.
Oh,
my God.
I don't know.
I know, it took me a minute. Sorry.
What's that, brother?
I will.
No, it's just a funny.
It is the funny meme, though.
My brain's doing just fine.
They do, you're-
It feels more tight.
I'm beyond your- why are you crying? Oh my God.
I like this.
Me?
No, I'm saying up here. He's like, I don't even want to read that out loud.
Can I see?
Yeah, you see it.
Are we recording?
It's been strange. Yeah. What the fuck? Yeah.
Dog, you already knew that about me. What are you talking about?
I didn't know.
Yeah, I'm gonna give you that pirate smile. Surrender the booty. Surrender the booty. It's an inside joke. I had a roommate who bought a flag from the Oregon coast called Surrender the Booty.
This week?
No, it's actually just about pirate shit, but it doesn't have to be.
That's a
It doesn't just have to be about the booty. It can be about other things.
Dan Hyperion roasted you. He said, brush your teeth. He literally did today. Like, what?
Fuck you.
Yeah, now you're getting. Yeah.
With your greasy ass hair, you have no room to be talking, motherfucker.
Oh.
And your patchy ass beard. You need to take my advice.
Oh.
Get that beard brush and that. Like you need to do some things, man. Just saying.
Shots fired.
Hey, there's that one time he took our advice.
Ball don't
and, like,
lie. Shots fired.
There's that one time we were on Discord with him, and he actually did what we said. And did he not look very handsome? He actually looked handsome. Did a little
I just got a
grooming.
haircut yesterday, so I'm fresh. Well, I haven't seen
All
you
right,
in a minute,
fresh,
bro.
Fresh Hyperion.
Yeah,
So
you know
fresh
what?
To the chat, I haven't talked to you in a minute.
Yeah, it's been a minute, so I'm
When
kind
you
of
getting your ass up to Portland?
apparently in November, supposedly.
Oh yeah.
So
You gotta take yourself out of this fucking New Mexico
I feel like
fucking
there's several
post-apocalypse.
haircuts between there and then.
Much grooming to be done.
mini groomings.
Isn't that what he said? Like
He
your
just
hair's
got his
so
haircut.
different?
He just got his haircut.
Like you tell me in November, I'm like, yeah, you're gonna have to get your haircut done
Again,
Yeah, again, gonna have to be refreshened,
Yeah.
rechristened in.
Timelines, guys.
Just happy that he's coming. You know, it'd be great.
That's been a
fuck
thing that's
yeah,
been talked
but
about
I'm
for a
like-
while.
He needs to see what Oregon is.
He literally is
Because New
like, I just
Mexico-
want to see trees again.
Yes. Exactly.
That's the reason
You
why
know
I
what?
moved back
Like,
here.
yes, that's why I was bringing it up because,
Yeah.
like, motherfuckers from New Mexico. Well, originally Alabama.
Well,
but
he was born there and stuff, but then lived most of his life in Alabama.
it's
and
just
then
not
moved back.
like it out.
Yeah,
I have
it's
family in Alabama. I've been there. It is not the same, man.
It's
It
shite.
is flat,
It's hell. And then
grass,
with that
and
civil
they
rights
do
act
have a
shit-
lot of creeks and shit because it's all Delta.
Yeah,
you know,
but
but-
then you got like the civil rights fucking shit that got
Oh,
revoked.
yeah.
So now you
Yeah.
got like all that gerrymandering garbage. That's gonna. So he got the fuck out, before that happened.
Smart.
But you know what? At this point, man, like, can
Oh,
like
bro.
all these other states literally just be nothing but
It's
pure
both
like
are
red,
Alabama.
pure blues?
It's-
You need a-
If
You want a
Alabama
towel or
and all these
No,
states are gonna
I
be
use
nothing
my
but
skin.
red, then our states could be nothing but blue. We'll make it hard as fuck.
Punk rock girl.
No, I don't rely on anyone.
You know what you're allowed to do.
No, I know, but like
Well, that's
my nature is just. to
that's
be
not my
like-
nature. It makes me feel
About to go
upset when my
swingers
friends-
retreat.
I know it's not what
So
they
yeah,
want.
gonna be a fun weekend.
Well, you gotta be fresh
It'll
for
make everyone's life better.
I
Rising
get,
tide
I
lifts.
get,
Rising tide lifts all boats. Lifts
I
communities
get
better.
it.
Okay, I'm
It
done.
just takes
I'm done.
me.
I'm done. I'm done. I'm done talking about it. We don't have to talk about it like that. I understand. Time.
No, it's fine. I just,
Your own-
it's
your own-
about my
Yeah,
own
okay.
meaning and how much I want to ask of you.
100% fine. I'll understand that more over time as well. So.
And that's fine.
I'm just helping my instinct. And
I am too.
my I want to help them.
But I
No,
also
let me, Andrew.
don't
Oh.
really like anyone to help
And sometimes
you.
I have to be like, yeah, put the cards close to chest sometimes.
I mean, not well.
No,
I mean, if I actually did like come out and like told you I really need your help and then you didn't, I'd be super upset.
Absolutely.
But I'm not usually doing that, and you know what I mean.
Yeah.
But Andrew, I do because me and him said, I'll be like, Andrew, can you do this for me? I really need your help with this.
Yeah.
I don't feel weird about it because my other random people. Nah.
Well, yeah, and unless I, for whatever reason, just generally can't, I'll be like, yeah, let me figure this out with you.
And then I wouldn't even trip. I'd be like, okay, yeah, that shit you have to do is important. I'm sorry. I am sorry you even asked.
Yeah, because
You know
I
what
actually,
mean?
well, no, never be sorry about it, but I'll just be like, hey, I actually have like X, Y, like at least I'll try to be
Yeah.
like, hey, I have X, Y, Z reason why I can't right now.
Or even like in a,
Yep.
but like in a desperate way too. Like maybe.
I mean, unless it was like, DEF CON
It would
kind
be
of situation.
DEF CON
Yeah,
vibes
like if it
before
was
you
something
would
like that,
also
I'd be
go
like,
out.
all right, yeah, let me wrap my shit up. I'll
I'm
be over
never
there, you
on
know.
DEFCON 5, but it feels like I'm on sense because I have hypervigilance disorder.
Yeah.
So like I'm always having a plan.
Yes.
I have a plan like A, B, C, D, E, F, G. I think about this. I'm like, well, if that doesn't work, then I'm gonna do this. And if that doesn't work, I'm gonna
Sick
do
and
this.
self already.
Huh?
No, actually, it's a Chilean ska band called Gorilla Splinter. The song's called Victoria.
Fucking sick.
They are very cool.
They're actually pretty dope. Yeah.
They have a new album.
Yeah, they came on, at least on YouTube. Got released earlier today. Yeah.
Los Hablos.
Los Marablanos.
Los
Yes.
The shit talkers. That's what I mean.
Yeah.
Well, bad talkers, shit
Bad
talker,
Talkers,
bad
the
that.
bad mouths.
Yeah. Eric and Lena. We
And
went to
then
his house
also,
once to smoke some of his.
Against All
I've been to his house
Thirty,
multiple
old, ska punk.
Eric pops on the stream a lot.
They're coming here in July.
Well, on
and I wanted
Instagram. He's never
nostalgically
actually been on YouTube, but
want to go to this fucking show so hard.
Where's it?
It's coming in July. I can
Here?
Yeah. And I
With
wanna go
multiple
to it.
stars?
wait, which band? Or
Against All 30.
ooh, that would. If you want, see if you can forward that to me at some point, because I actually be generally kind of curious
That
about
would be
that.
interesting.
Yeah, because I'm always
Yeah.
down for shit like that.
Have you heard their music before?
Yeah, I actually been meaning to add some of it to my playlist because I always like to have just little
They're good
background
band.
shit for my playlist and stuff, especially when it comes to like punk ska stuff. Because usually there's no real like copyright
It
problems.
changes a little bit.
So I
to
always-
some the early 2000s, but
Mhm.
like I feel like they give. I mean, like their early 90s stuff is just for me like the raspy, the fucking angsty, but still like punky ska.
Yeah,
And really good. And then like it was really shitty because like I was coming up to see a show and I was like 16, 17 with a bunch of friends and like we were standing outside of I don't remember what venue yet.
This is in LA.
No, this is here in Portland. And a bunch of skinheads were inside and ruined the whole fucking show and they just closed everything down.
that's why the whole decades not punk fuck off is so prevalent. Because
Mhm.
I mean, well, because I hate that, like there are like Nazi skinheads like that. Because like true punk skinheads aren't Nazi skinheads. They're like, because the OG version of the terminology, from my understanding, is like being like a punk against the story kind of skin. Like because Upstate Stompers is like a punk band that calls themselves Skins. They always like nickname themselves like Skins or like this shit. Like there's also
It's the
Sharp
working
Skinheads
cla-
against racist
the
prejudice.
working class, though.
Yeah.
It's about representing.
Yeah, that's
the
what it's
working
supposed to
class.
represent. Yeah,
But it's not about racism.
of course.
And
Yeah.
that's the weird anti-fascist thing.
Well, so
that's
can I
like,
have a higher take on that? Is that like in all populism in this country, the racism gets blended into the populism with the
Unfortunately.
need for a scapegoat. That
Unfortunately.
happens very often throughout this country's time.
Absolutely.
That's true. Yes.
Unfortunately, it gets they get associated, even though like by definition they should not be,
Mhm.
but because of the culture and the society, it
Yeah.
does.
That's why
State by state, really.
Yeah,
Too.
That's true. Yeah.
Or inner,
Well, that's also
interstate,
kinda
too,
why,
look at Medford is like
Yeah.
that one of the main KKK chapters in the whole country. Is in Medford, Oregon.
Ew.
Like big time Nazi.
And I think one of the other ones is
That's
in
why I got
Idaho.
so much they call it Medford.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
even
I
back in the
swear
90s,
my
it was one of the major
bubble.
trafficking
Yeah.
places.
You
and
didn't
still
know
is.
that Medford sucks?
Nah.
That it's-
Medford is a
Oh.
fucking shit.
They have an
Shithole.
In-N-Out there. I was just excited about that.
Well, now we have an In-N-Out in Kaiser, which used to be apparently.
I know, I've been in that one too.
Yeah.
It's fucking tired all the time. I'm over it. It's not worth it.
Yeah. But yeah, but that's I think part of the populist idea of
I
reappropriating.
love it.
love it.
I love it.
But I think that's also a part of why, in populism too, for me, like Logan was saying about,
Plus, that's just,
including
like,
reappropriating
different
some
symbols of
terminology
protection
too.
on that.
Because of that,
That's why I bought it.
Hey,
Sorry.
yeah, but no, you're good. But yeah, because I think that's what you were saying with that populism stuff you were mentioning. Because
Yeah.
there's even a reappropriation of certain terminology, like this even redneck. The original term came from it because of back in Blair Mountain with miners and coal miners when they're on strike to the point where they even were having fucking gun battles between the teams, law enforcement and private police and even the military at times. They would have red bandanas, aka being rednecks, to identify each other with. So that the origin of redneck is actually a very labor union origin, where it kind of ended up being kind of like, this minor, like, slash, like, kind of rural country boy thing, and appropriated into that. But ultimately, it had its origins in, like, kind of some later shit.
I've been giving Andrew a bunch of my clothes lately because they don't fit me.
This material is really unique.
This isn't one of the ones you gave me.
I gave you this.
No, you didn't.
It's
I
like
gave
a
you 2
quilted-
red shirts.
It's like
This is
quilted
not. No, I got
flannel.
this from Macy's way, like, shortly after, like, I lost my job at Safeway. This one, one that.
Snaggeroo.
I
There's
just
no
think it's
snags.
fucking hilarious. It's like a
You're like, don't bring it.
flannel.
No,
You and Brian?
no.
Okay, all right.
And like a
It was, like, actually pretty cheap. It was, like, on a 50% off clearance,
it
like
reminds me
$20
of
and
a
$10. Like,
stretched
yeah.
out,
'Cause I want-
With the woven.
And also, it was near winter time when I got it because I
Gotcha.
wanted, like, a nice dress shirt, but also to be kind of warm.
It's
So
like
You do have your
Stretch-
sensory
it's
touch.
like a
You do like
stretch-
your touchy,
I do,
your sensory. Yeah, I can tell.
It's stretchy. It reminds me of
It
one of
is.
those, like,
I know,
Do you guys
yeah.
remember those like little or those like shirts or things from the '90s where you could like pull them apart and you could like put
Oh,
them
mess
back
with
in?
That literally
It's
helped
like-
me when I was on the move from
Like
Utah to
a-
Portland when I was 4 and I'm
What do you
ADHD.
call it?
They gave me
Yeah.
shit to play with in the car ride.
Yeah.
And
Went
that
to
was
a
one of-
D&E
and then
store for the
silly
first
putty,
time.
and
Discovered
then,
it wasn't meant.
a fucking
Some of the worst
penny.
smelling people frequent
And
the
I
shops.
was like making impressions with the penny
Yeah.
from the, like, and then rolling it.
Unfortunately.
And, the putty, and then doing that and making my own stuff. Well, it like actually helped me with the anxiety of moving to a new place. Because I was literally seeing the whole country for the first time. Turn what?
no. Oh, honestly, if you want to fuck around with stretchy material, whatever, I don't give a fuck. I
It's
mean,
just
that's
too hot.
that
It's just
also.
sizzling
Yeah,
over
you're
here.
right.
It also.
Hot
But also-
sauce.
Heat arises. Heat arises.
Yeah. Show all that fur off. Let's go, fur. Oh, he got the basketball. I didn't know that was a flex.
That's what I'm interested in.
Yeah, what about that fur, Andrew?
What, being a furry? Like, is that what you
why
mean?
you are such a husky? Such
Well,
a
he
big,
told
strong
me,
husky
but
boy.
like if you want to talk about
He's
I
on
don't
the
give a
stream,
fuck.
everyone
I
knows
literally
he's-
talk
that's-
about
that's who
even
you
some of
think
the more
is.
other stuff about my furriness. Like, yeah, like I don't give a fuck about
I
talking
picked him
about
up at
Did
the
you have a
furry convention.
particular
It was
animal?
awesome.
husky.
Husky.
Well, because I've always been like, especially on YouTube, it's just kind of a broader persona now on the internet that I go by. Ignore husky because that's
I
always
picked
been my
him
little
up from
persona.
FurryCon, and I was able to just come in, and that was cool.
He's talking.
No, it was awesome.
But
He's talking.
no, it's actually what seems good. Because I mean, there is a furry con in Portland, that happens every year. So I've been to that at least 3 or 4 times and all that. And there's a lot of really cool stuff. I actually got this shirt at that con the last time I was there. Talk shit, get bit. I've gotten like a bunch of art, stuff like that from there. I've always been one, and I've probably always honestly been into
Very
it.
cool community.
For like, as far as I can remember, to be honest. And I'm not gonna lie, like Disney knew what they're doing when it came to like Fox and the Hound with being like, the informal bullshit and all this sort of stuff. The Lion King. Why were they making that scene with Nala and Simba
That was a little
naughty?
too
Yeah,
raunchy.
like what you doing?
It was.
You know what I mean?
Wait, did you guys hear?
There was a little bit too pup play going on there. Too much pup play.
Well,
Did you
feline
guys see
little
that
kitty
video
play.
where they like explained like like what that means?
Oh yeah, she told me this
Oh,
last night.
It
I
was like-
remember,
No. Let her tell
No,
you.
like
Yeah.
it's a video like this guy like goes and like he tells you what exactly
The language.
He's like, hey, there's a lion.
That's basically what it means.
There's a lion. What the fuck?
Ah,
Here you
son
go.
of Enya, there's a fucking
And I'm sure there's
lion.
more to it as the song goes on, but like that was the beginning part. Hey, here's a lion, or there's a lion, or something.
Here you go.
Yeah.
He's
And
he's
and
a lion
and
now. All right.
And I feel like it's so funny, like from
Well, certain people in
We
Africa
don't
speak that way. It's very Yoda-like.
we,
Like
but
they
we
really
don't
tell you.
understand what
Like,
they're saying, but it sounds so momentous. like such a build up to like a.
Because isn't it
Well, it
like
might be.
Swahili
You
or
think about
something? Because I think it is like an actual
Well, you
like
think,
language.
If you think about it, that's like very normal for them. Like in different, not all of Africa, but certain parts of Africa, they have a certain cadence that they speak in. Where even when
Well,
they
yeah,
announce
but
this
that
is a
would-
momentous thing, they do be like, "There's a lion." Even when they
Yeah.
speak English,
Yes,
they
but,
have a way.
but
Their
not
word
with
choice,
that
like a word choice.
theatrical
You-
amount of,
with the music and the backup singers.
Yeah, no.
and
Every
the-
time,
Oh,
every time, African people
And
greet
so,
each other,
like,
it literally
yes.
is like "Shabba-dabba-dabba," and there's like a choir in the background every time.
That's not what I was saying. I'm talking about the word choice. Like Yoda.
I'm joking. I'm.
Yes.
Wow, you
You're
literally
offending
took
me.
me. You literally
So
took.
offending me, so-
Yeah, you took it so literally. You know what?
I hate you.
Wet salmon,
I hate you so much.
a wet boa in the fucking Nile.
I'm a reverse curse energy. Reverse
Nile
curse
crocodile tail.
energy. That's next level. That's next level. Watch your back.
Oh my god.
Reincarnation is real.
I think I destroyed her
I'm
now.
gonna come back.
I think I
I'll
destroyed
come back as an elephant. I'll have that trunk. I'll find you in the waters.
What?
You said you think you destroyed me? Dude, that's
You're.
gonna take a lot longer, a lot more.
You know I got that trunk.
I need to set an alarm so I can go home to my kids.
Yeah. Was gonna see if you want to watch a movie with me, but I guess not.
Oh, that can happen still. Well, why not? Oh,
I got your message.
wait. You haven't seen Lucifer before, have you?
Wait, what?
No. You're like, no?
We'll take a mook. And then I'm gonna do things. Thank you for your cultural appropriation.
Appropriation.
Well, at least there was nothing in it.
What are you talking about?
You have no idea, do you? Did it just nope? Huh? I know it's inside shoot. Remember?
I don't remember. I haven't been here.
I know. I'm saying I'd be talking in ways that me and Ignar here.
Have our subtle,
subtleties.
coded
Remember, this is my hetero man life.
life partner. Hetero life.
Hetero life man.
A hetero life mate.
Life man, bro. You're my life man, bro.
No, she said hetero life mate.
You're my life man.
Doesn't matter.
My
That's
life
a fucking
man, mate,
like,
yeah,
a friend.
yeah,
A mate is a friend. That's
What's
a
the
British, a British
Copain
version
de
of
los
a
dos. Hey, mate. Or Nazi, or
friend.
Kiwi.
Yeah.
Hey, mate.
Either way, like, don't fucking read into it, dude. It's
Nah,
Jane Silent Bob.
I'm
It's
actually gonna read
Jane
into all of
Silent
it.
Bob. Like, that's how they see themselves.
Nah,
And then
I'm
it's
gonna read into
quoted.
all of it, though.
It is quoted in their movies. My hetero life mate.
And honestly, every so often I do get people in here, and on my streams that will literally say like, "Are you Jay from Jane Silent Bob or something?" Because just the way I look, and I'm like,
I don't
all right,
understand.
honestly, well, because I have because when I'm wearing the hat with my hair and shit,
You look like Jay.
yeah. Now,
Not like you look like
I mean, not exactly, but then I always have to be like, all right, well, what's the actor? Like who is he actually? Because honestly, like there is a weird, and also Joe Dirt. Like when it comes to David Spade, like I'm actually weirdly like a like celebrity look like to him. Oh no! What?
Right.
Little dance. Oh. Arriba.
Go to your kid.
Well, I'll spend more of my son a little tuk-tuk. Gotta go for the rest of the night. Yeah, I'm gonna eat more of my food, all that shit. Hey, you too. So you're like, all right, we're occupying the space now. We occupy the space.
Thank you.
Did I get live, Jack? Lovely. But, they're little bitches.